Everybody, Fubar Friday making a return to the airwaves of YouTube, if you could call them the airwaves of YouTube. It's not really how it works. There's no ether, is there, apart from Ethernet? Anyway, I hope you all had a good Easter holiday. Enjoyed the little break there. I did. And sorry about not doing RoboCop a couple of weeks ago. Had a bit of a medical emergency all at very short notice, so I do apologise about that. The good news is, on the upside, this coming Monday night's Mayhem, we'll be reviewing RoboCop. And let's see who's in the chat tonight. We've got Gavin Blackburn, who's with us in the chat. Hello, Gavin. Hail to you, sir. We've also got Sword in the Storm, Franco Walker, Anti-Derivative Jill, Manum's in there as well. And anybody else who wants to join in tonight, be interested to know what you think. And just a quickie on the ticket. Here we go. What have you been watching over the Easter holidays? Have you been binge watching things? What have you been watching in particular? Anything really exciting? What's worth watching? What's worth avoiding? Let us know in the chat. I'll keep the chat scrolling up on the screen for now. Hello to everybody. Hello, Franco. Hope you are well as well, mate. And with us tonight on the panel is, for the first time, we're popping his cherry on the channel, the Wayfarer Project. Hello, sir. How are you?
There we are.
You're walking slightly funny. Is everything all right there, sir? Have you got a rusty bolt hole somewhere?
Well, I haven't been the same since this morning. I woke up from a very interesting dream. I don't know if you caught it, but I had a dream
I saw
that
your
you
post.
were interviewing me, and I was functioning as a medium for the spirit of Kenny Rogers.
Nice.
And I was doing so while taking a cross-country bike trip. And
As you do.
So, yeah, I don't know. I'd rather be asleep than awake in this world. You know what I mean?
Definitely. I think it pays to stay asleep these days because there's too much freaky shit going off for my liking. It's almost like nobody's steering the ship. There's nobody driving the train, or any other metaphors you could think of to describe how things are in the 21st century. I wish I could go back to like 1980. Things were sublime back then. I'm going to move on. I'll get back to you. Don't worry. Gamer's with us, the oldest gamer. Hello, sir. How are you?
Good evening, Trev.
Hope everything's all right in Gamer Town.
It is. I'm sporting the Grand Admiral look tonight. Grand Admiral Wick, you know.
You do indeed, sir.
It's been going well. Planning a trip this weekend. Going to head down to the Disney area. So, yeah.
All right. There's a nice Wendy's down there, apparently.
Is there?
Yeah. There's a guy at work, and he keeps going on because he goes to Orlando quite a lot, and he keeps going, yeah, there's this Wendy's just off this junction, off this highway, and Highway 9, and it's like, yeah, whatever. Who cares? I go a bit Christopher Walken with him. It's like, so what? Who cares? So apart from that, is everything all right with you, sir?
Doing well, yeah. No,
I hope your lad's on the mend, by the way. I was thinking about him while I was on holiday.
We're finally past the period where he can lift things again.
Oh, so that's good.
He's looking forward to the weekend because one of the things he could not do was swim.
Really?
And so, the doctor gave him the green light. He's okay if he wants to go swimming this weekend. So.
Oh, bang on.
Yeah.
Well, I hope he makes a strong and very swift recovery, mate. We're all thinking about him.
Appreciate
the whole gang of us. So let's just, fingers crossed, positive vibes. Speaking of positive vibes, we've got the Internet Help Desk with us tonight. You're looking very sexy in Starfleet gold, sir.
Yes, live long and prosper and all that bollocks. Hi, everybody.
Hello there.
Hello.
Hello.
Pleasure to be here. Thank you for having me back.
Well, it's nice to have everybody back with us because, like I say, we had an unexpected break in transmission. Some space frequencies were jammed for a little while my arms were getting jammed full of cannulas badly, and ended up with an arm full of radiology contrast. That was funny. I'd got one arm that looked like Popeye, or I'd been on a mad wank fest for about 6 months. I got one arm severely bigger than the other. Surprised I didn't tip over.
I'm glad you're back now.
Yeah, mate.
Friday's
I'm,
not the same.
the thing is, though, right? It's been nearly 2 weeks, and my arms are a mess. Honestly, the bruising and whatnot, it's still there and quite apparent, and all those collapsed veins are looking really, you know what I mean? I'm
It
not
might
a
take a few
squeamish
weeks for that to
person.
go away.
Anyway, we'll just have a quick reminisce with the chat. Sword in the Storm says you had a quagmire. Who, me? Did I have a giggity? Minimum says go back to 1982, Trev. Frey Bentos are cheap. Red wine. It's all we get from the Argentines, etc. Better go to war with them. Oh, no, let's not relive the Falklands. We'd been there and we'd done that and got the T-shirt and whatnot.
Yeah, we've got the island as well.
Yeah.
Malbec's good.
Is it?
Yeah.
I like a Madaran. That's a really interesting wine.
I like a nice Italian wine. Something with a bit more body.
I want to eat your liver with a nice Chianti and some fava beans.
Curvy Italian wine.
Franco says he's wearing his Starfleet red engineering shirt. You don't want to be a red shirt, Franco. Oof.
Yeah, that's not good.
No.
You won't make it past the first episode.
No. Thank goodness for Ronnie Cox as Captain Jellicoe for making Deanna Troi wear a Starfleet uniform. I think that was the smartest move. In fact, did you know when Ronnie Cox took over command, well, not Ronnie Cox per se, when Captain Jellicoe took over the Enterprise for that 2-show episode, there were some bits woven in, like complaints from the cast.
Yes.
It's like... what's his name? Patrick Stewart said, in the future you wouldn't have pets caged and this, that, and the other. So it was an excuse for them to get rid of the fish tank. You got that lionfish.
Yes, lionfish at the back of the...
Yeah, it was an excuse for him to get rid of that because he didn't agree with it. And also, Marina Sirtis, for several seasons, had been saying to the production staff, I want to be in a Starfleet uniform. Oh, no, you're all right. You're all right where you are. We'll get back to you. So it was a perfect segue for everybody to get a bit of something they all wanted.
She'd been in a Starfleet uniform before, though.
Had she?
Yeah, in the first episode, she had one of the scant dresses on.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, it's funny that.
So did a load of the men in that episode as well.
They should have put her in one of the uniforms from the original series.
Yeah. Hello to Adam Gray. Hail, sir. I'm looking forward to B-Sides tonight. B-Sides is a little bit early tonight. Atom, if you've got some details about what's happening on B-Sides tonight, that'd be great. I can put it up on the screen or leave it there in the scrolling chat so everybody can figure out what's going off. Must be something big happening on B-Sides tonight with it being early, and apparently it's a bit extended. I think Jay Goodwin was telling me earlier.
It's the 1,000 subscriber celebration.
Yeah.
That's right. I remember now. Yeah, 1K subs. Well done to all the team over there at B-Sides. Looking forward to that. And I'll be watching that. Old Smilex, he comes out with some crackers,
1,000 people watching, was it 3 old movies, which are pretty terrible most of the time.
They're not always free. YouTube a lot of times gives them headaches.
YouTube doesn't think they are, but they are generally. Yeah.
Other people claim ownership of what's not theirs.
Yeah.
I've got an interesting fact about Smilex. Do you want to know it?
Sure.
He spent an hour talking about otters.
Well, he's wetter than an otter's pocket.
Yeah.
Hey. Some interesting comments coming in. Minimum says chain of command. Yes, that was it. That's the there are only 4 lights episode, if you remember that. Sword in the Storm says, I missed the miniskirt uniforms from the OG Trek. We all do. Yeah. Cartoon Man 154's in the chat now. Hello there, sir. Adam Gray says, thanks, Trevor and panel. Yeah, let us know what's cracker lacking. And Benjamin says ramipril and amlodipine is all you need from the Argentine.
Bless you.
Are you doing a rhyming thing? Because I actually take ramipril and amlodipine. Amlodipine in the morning and ramipril in the evening with all my other medications. It's funny that the older I get, the more medications I take daily. It's crap, really.
Oh, I will say, adding into the TOS era uniforms, let's not forget the Deep Space Nine episode Trials and Tribulations.
Yes, I saw it this week.
Yes.
We've been rewatching DS9 for the past couple weeks, and 2 nights ago it came up. And
fantastic episode. Admittedly, Jadzia Dax saying "and women wore less" is certainly a good way to start the episode.
Do you know who's underrated as a character in that episode? Miles O'Brien. He comes out with some absolute pearlers in that episode, and he does it in such a way that he's under the radar, and it's just so he does it so subtly. It's brilliant.
Yeah, when Bashir's like just running off at the mouth and he wants to get transported away quick. He had a quick line there that was awesome. I forget what it was, but oh man.
Oh, the whole thing where he's going on about being his own granddad.
Oh yeah.
A whole bit in the turbo lift. That's very good. But no, the editing in that episode is actually quite good as well, because it is the original TOS episode, but they've just managed to edit in all the Deep Space Nine characters. It's slightly out of order, but it's still incredibly well done for the time.
I was thinking that, because of the editing technology and the infancy of video editing at the time, they did a really good job of that. It was spot on.
Yeah.
Cartoon Man 154 says the compositing is pretty much bang on. It's true.
Yeah.
Minimum says those are fat man blood pressure meds. I'm putting money on. No, I'm not on that one. No, I'm not on a statin. I have been given a statin, but I won't take it. It gives you proper floppy cock syndrome. Franco's put a link there for us. Atom Gray's B-roll channel. Is it Atom's channel or is it Babs's channel? I'm not quite sure.
I think it's Adams.
Yeah. So there we go. We've got a link there, youtube.com/@BRollStage. And like we'd mentioned before, 1,000 subs special. Atom Gray says, we're starting early in 2 hours, so our European friends can drop by and chew the fat with us for a change. Hey, I'll be there, but I'll be watching on a TV, so I might not particularly show up in the chat, which is a bit of a bugger, really. I might have to log in on my phone as well.
Yeah, it's a problem like watching on the PlayStation, whether it's here or others, that you can see the chat, but you cannot participate in the chat. And I'm thinking about doing the same thing where I would normally be in the B-side chat, but I can't do it from my television.
Yeah. Which is a bit of a bugger, really, because I like to show my support by being visible in the chat.
Right.
And at least, trying to interact with people. Because, that's the one thing I love about doing these streams. It's interacting with people, and it's all in real time, which is fantastic. I love it.
Yeah. Got to do the laptop. It's hard to type on the phone.
Yeah. I think I could do with getting a tablet. I think that would be the best of both worlds. Hey, there we go. Another link into a next-gen episode there.
You can get Bluetooth keyboards very cheaply now as well. So
you can indeed.
And you can even link those to your phone. So you could actually have a full-size keyboard. I've played any games on my phone using a keyboard and a mouse before now. So you're a much better player than anybody else who's playing against you.
I tell you what, Logitech do a nice little combo of wireless keyboard and mouse. I got a really fancy pants mouse, which has completely revolutionized the way I do stuff, because I had to get one for the line of work that I do in real life.
Oh, is this the one with the big balls?
It's got a thumb trackball instead of a regular trackball. So I've got
wow.
Massage your balls to get your cursor moving.
Yeah, it's got shitloads of buttons on it, and it's really ergonomic, and I love it. I'd be a bit screwed without it, because at first can you remember that first night when I got it and we were on a stream? I think it was a Fubar Friday, actually, and I was like, oh god, this is terrible. And within like 18 hours of using it, I was flying all over the screen. It was absolutely fantastic.
Man,
yeah, it'd be cool to have like a hand grip with a trackball at the top for the thumb, and then like the first and second fingers have buttons that are
Ooh,
like right under
they
them.
used
That's
to
like
do
the
one of those.
Nintendo Power Glove
Yeah, they
Yeah.
did actually used to do that. It was it sat on your ring finger, and it had the ball
On
on
your
top,
ring.
and your fingers actually controlled the buttons. But you ended up getting PlayStation Thumb from it because it was just your thumb that was doing all the moving. So you got carpal tunnel quite badly. So
Do you
Ooh.
know?
they
I
stopped doing those.
think that's why I've got exceedingly thick skins on certain parts of my thumb. You know, with all the damage playing like Mega Drive.
The
And
Nintendo
PS1.
controller was brutal on my thumbs when I was younger.
Yeah,
And
they
then
were
I got
terrible.
to wearing baseball batting gloves to play certain games because I would blister my thumb just terribly.
It's
You
because
needed that. You needed that flat 6-button joypad. You know, for the Genesis, the flat one that was tabletop, because it had actually got a stick on it.
the fighting stick.
Mm.
Yeah. Do you know actually the Genesis Mega Drive is actually the reason why all controllers now have ABXY?
Really?
Originally, you had the ABC button
Mm.
on the Mega Drive Genesis, and then for the Turbo Pad, they had XYZ because it was slightly different commands and it could tell them
Yeah.
apart. And then when controllers standardized 4 buttons, they just cut off the C and the Z, so you got stuck with the ABXY.
Yeah. Because there's a standard 7000 logic chip in that controlling all the gating, which is quite good.
Yes.
Minimum says Power Glove, I'd better not. No, you're a bit of a perv, aren't you, tonight? More so than normal. Tom says, and the mouse is too noisy when you click. I don't know. It's on about the Power Glove. Well, this trackball mouse, it's fantastic. You know, you can't hear it at all. It's virtually silent. I love it.
See, I've cheated because I've got a very loud clicky mouse. It's got proper micro switches in there, but I found out the frequency it runs at, and I've got an equalizer that just takes that frequency out
Oh
of
my
my
God.
You're a
microphone.
clever bugger, you are, aren't you? Do you know what I did? You know, I used to have the other trackball. And this is ironic because about 2 weeks before I got this new one, I'd actually swapped all the micro switches in it for silent ones, for gaming ones, and I thought, oh yeah, that's got it really down. But saying that, this is even quieter than the Kingston one I had before. But I've donated it. I've given it to my daughter so she can do a bit more arty stuff, you know.
Well, Adam's got an interesting comment. He's used that Logitech one for 30 years. I just looked at a picture. I've never seen that before. That's an interesting mouse to use. The finger trackball.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
I had one.
Tater's in the chat. Hello, Tater. You're all right. Have you seen what he's put there, Gamer? He's put, now Gamer blisters his brain dealing with us on Sea of Thieves.
Yeah. Right. We
Do
stream.
you know
Sea of
something?
Thieves.
I've got to, before I let you continue, Graham,
Yeah.
I really must admit, watching you three play is really, really addictive and entertaining.
We panic about everything. Have you seen where we end up fighting the Kraken? It went so badly because none of us actually figured out that if we actually fired the cannons, we might actually defeat the Kraken. And then everyone got flung off the ship, and then it kind of grabbed and looped round us. And then we got attacked by a Meg with gunpowder kegs as teeth, which blew us up. It had nothing to do with the gunpowder kegs we had on board.
Yeah, that's correct.
So yeah, it was one of those lovely comedy of errors.
I don't mean to put the cat amongst the pigeons, but between the three of you, who is the most frustrating? Is it Gamer, you, or Tater? Who do you think?
I am a bit of a troll on there, so I'm probably the most annoying one to play with. I must admit, using a harpoon to grab people and suck them onto the boat is not sucking them off onto the boat.
Who are you? Are you Kanye?
Listen, the only thing about it just sounds like someone from the West Country asking me if I can West. What can you West? So yeah.
Well, last week
that's actually Egyptian, ancient Egyptian. Westing meant when you, I think, died. Yeah.
Well,
last week, Graham and I thought we were going to go off on ourselves because Tato had an issue and he couldn't play, and one of his friends joined us. It was interesting from the start. We spent the first 12 minutes. We hadn't even left the dock. We had a chicken during the entire stream. But I have to admit, we pulled off 3 missions. I want to say flawlessly. I mean, we had a Kraken a Megalodon a couple of times, but we got away from it.
We did.
We were
got
pleased.
checked
That
in.
was actually a really
Smoking
good
the
stream
Kraken.
last week.
Yeah.
Hey, if you
Ah.
kill the Kraken, if you shoot him up with a cannon, can you please put smoking the Kraken? I think that'd be hilarious. Yeah, we're smoking the
Yeah.
Kraken. Tater says he's the most annoying one out of the three of you.
Well, he did blow up our ship. I mean,
I saw that.
split our ship in half.
He
Yeah.
demonstrated how one of what they call the mermaid shotguns works. It's sort of
Yeah.
like it's.
Oh, Gamer,
one thing to fire
can
on
you
water.
put a link to your channel?
Yeah.
Because Menemone says, what channel do you stream that on?
Yeah, I'll post it here in a second.
Hail to
Okay.
Andrew Broadbent, who's just joined us. Hey, Trev and chat, I'm going to catch up. Okie no worries.
Hey.
Menemone also says, did anybody get the Switch 2? No.
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 For the cost of it, definitely not.
Do you know,
Even without
I'm
Harry.
not a fan of Nintendo. I've said it time and time again, but I really can't stand Nintendo. It's just something about that whole brand. It irks me. Something chronic. And I don't like their business practices because they are a little bit childish, overly protective and underhand, whereas Sega were the complete opposite.
I mean, Nintendo actually started off as a playing card manufacturer.
Really?
Yeah, and then they developed into toys, and then it just went to technology.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's interesting that because they do seem a bit card sharky, don't they? The way they do business.
They were the ones who first created the whole concept of DLC, effectively. You know, if you go back to Pokemon, the first Pokemon game released was Pokemon Red and Pokemon Blue, and there was one specific Pokemon that was on each cartridge. So the only way you could get all 151 Pokemon was to buy both versions of the game.
Yeah, I can imagine that. That's really shitty.
It is really, really.
Do you know what I prefer playing instead of Pokemon? Poke-a-Mom. I think that'd be far more entertaining. Franco says, I've never played on any of that Nintendo stuff. No, Nintendo is just bollocks. Atom Gray says, Sega, awesome. Hey, Gamer, can you put the link to your channel in the chat, please?
I'm not logged into YouTube.
All right. Okay.
Well, let's just give up on it then.
If you or Graham could repost
Just
that, that would
log
be
in.
swell.
Yeah, I'm just thinking, how do I get that across?
Right, I'll tell you what. You keep talking. I'll worry about that.
All right, then. Thank you. I appreciate that, Graham. You're more technologically advanced than I am.
I do try.
Tater says, Sega does what Nintendo don't. Hello to Mog in the chat. Thanks for joining us tonight, buddy.
Nope, not that one.
Oh, you are an absolute star, Help Desk.
Yeah.
Well, it would be, except that's the link to the what we're watching now. That's no use whatsoever. Oh, for Pete's sake.
Oh, look at that. That's a
All
classic,
roads
Tom. I like
lead to
that.
what?
Gotta poke 'em all. Poke 'em mom. Do you know,
last week we actually had people showing up. I had a couple of people in my chat. We had common people. Common people hung out because we had a couple breaks in the stream, but common people hung out for the last hour of the stream, I believe. So that was nice. And File 13 was on.
File 13
Help Desk.
Oh yeah. They're all good guys.
Yeah.
Do you know, it's brilliant. The streaming community, the little sort of, well, we're not a clique, but we're all a bunch of. Can somebody wrench that arsehole out, please? Anybody? There we go, I think.
I don't have a wrench.
There we go. I've done it. There we go. I managed to do it myself. Bye, asshole. Oh, there are some turds about. Really. I need to. I'm going to take the chat off the screen for
I'm going to be honest. I have no idea who that even is.
No, I don't.
I've not seen that before.
No. Terribly, terribly sad. Thank you, Franco.
Excellent.
What a shame.
I know. Someone always has to ruin it, don't they?
It's not ruined.
No, not really. It's just unfortunate it happened. I just hope YouTube aren't too punishing about it because it's slightly out of our control, but albeit for a short while, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, you got whacked. We're good.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're
Bye, asshole. Right, I can stick the chat back on when somebody put some... Oh, Stored in the Storm says, did you see the new Predator trailer? I have.
I did as
yes.
well. God,
Why
that
does it look like Bella Ramsey?
I was thinking the same thing. It looks terrible.
It
By the
looks
way,
like, honestly, we've had a bit of a thing going off where there's been all these memes about Bella Ramsey. And there was a particularly good one during the week I saw. And it was like, did you ever see the Little Bit skit in Rick and Morty? The Little Bits.
No, I missed that one.
Well, there we go. Stream killer.
There we go. Somebody's proper going in for me tonight.
Wow.
I love it.
It's almost as if Pete is coming for you, isn't it?
Yeah. I think that's who it is, to be fair.
It
Never
probably
mind.
is.
Manem says, did you upset somebody? Yeah, nobody important. Somebody so small, they make amoeba look big.
Yeah.
What an utter dick. Apparently, it says he's going to clock me one, which is quite interesting, because I don't know. He wouldn't even get the first swing in. I don't know. I'd be quite happy to put him in a coma, to be fair.
Well, maybe he wanted to time you, clock you in.
Yeah, you never know. Wow. Oh, this is great. I'm loving it.
Some people are very silly at times.
Somebody got
I know who it is now. I know who it is. It's a bloke called Paul Barber who's in Nottingham. He's a radical Marxist arsehole. So that's who it is. So thanks for joining us. We'll just keep blocking you. You just go for it. Oh, dear.
Trev Wars.
I know.
Oh, it's good for a laugh.
This is great. What the hell?
Yeah, some people are weird.
What the fuck is going on tonight?
It's a shame. I mean, it sounds really stupid. On Twitch, at least you can put the chat in emote-only mode, so it means that no one can actually say anything.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Did you do something special this week that's drawing an unusual level of ire, or is it just
don't
a
know.
continuation?
I don't know. Well, a couple of weeks ago, somebody put something on X about Donald Trump. Hello, Mel. Thanks for joining us. He put something that somebody put something on about Donald Trump, about somebody doing a poll that nobody in England likes Donald Trump, and I was like, really? Nobody asked me. So I put a comment, and this guy just came out of nowhere and just started being really horrible. And I was in sort of like a bit of a mood myself, right? So I thought I'd play for a little while because I was a bit bored. And this guy, I don't know, he's left it a couple of weeks, but he's decided to come back. Here we go.
Nah, never mind.
Oh, this is interesting.
Maybe he's a Kenny Rogers purist.
Yeah. Oh, it's interesting, this. Caroline, I think you need to take the computer away from your husband. That might be a good idea.
If we start saying that, I mean, it could be a number of people. If we just start saying that Back to the Future is shit, do you think that'll summon some weirdos as well?
Well, it is in a way.
It is. It's not. Yeah. I mean, it's all right as a movie, but it's not that impressive.
Oh dear.
What's the movie that Melvin doesn't like? Maybe that'll.
Oh, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
Tell you what.
No, because we don't want to ban Melvin from the chat.
No. I'm just saying.
He's going to start nasty.
Oh, it's all good fun.
It is.
It's not bad. Well, I've taken the chats off now for a little while.
Because you've had like 5 people working for you there, Trev, trying to.
I know.
Get into your comments, so
well, it must be really boring in Nottingham tonight, and I think it must be the local Marxist gathering. I'm far right. I'm far left of left, son. He kept giving it some of that, and I don't know. Marxist people—they're the worst kind of shitty scum on the planet.
Plus, in something like this, they actually think this is gonna hurt them. And it's like, no.
Yeah,
This is content. This is free content for the channel.
You made us more interesting
Yeah.
than we were.
Tater said it
Thank
earlier.
you.
A hate
Let's
view
all
is a
thank
view.
Paul in Nottingham. Let's give him a round of applause. Thank you.
Yeah.
Don't forget to
Sword-
sub and like, Paul. That'd be great. You can
Sword
get
did
Sam
say
to do
switch
it and Caroline as well. That'd be awesome.
Sword said switch the chat to sub-only mode. So if he wants to talk, he has to be subscribed to the channel.
Oh,
Yes, another
that's
subscriber,
brilliant.
you
Who did that?
see? Sword and the Storm said that.
Thank you. Yeah, but who put us on sub only?
No, you
have
have to switch
You
it. I'm
can.
not
You
sure how
have
you
to
do that,
because you're in
though.
charge of the channel.
Yeah.
Oh, right.
I don't know if you can do it while it's
Yeah.
streaming, though.
You might be able
But-
to. There's probably a function somewhere, but us lowly wrenches can't do it.
Oh, Minum. He's come to my rescue. He says Nottingham
has.
people were scabs in the miners' strike. They are trying to make up for it now. Leave them to it. Thing is, though, people from Nottingham are generally all right. But then again, you always get the odd nutcase, don't you? You know, the kind of people who stand outside M&S on a Saturday selling copies of Socialist Worker and everybody just walks past them thinking, twat.
Luckily
Oh,
enough,
dear.
I live in such a small enough place that no one around here does that because everyone knows everybody. So it's sort of like if someone was doing something like that, then believe me, his mum would find out.
Oh, that's nice. Maybe certain people have been disowned because of their poor political choices in life.
Let's keep politics off the channel because
Yeah, definitely. I think that's a great idea.
So yeah,
It's funny how like certain political perspectives can actually go without politics for a little while. While
Yeah.
some can't.
no.
Yes, more sock puppet accounts than swappers.
Oh God, it's not swappers, is it? I keep banning
No,
it.
it's not
Oh,
swappers.
no.
Swappers is busy tonight. He's out enjoying the real world and enjoying his life. So I hope you're having a good time, whatever you're doing. I'm not quite sure what he's up to be fair.
Well, it's nice to see him out the house, with his
Yeah,
aluminium
that's
hat on. I
Yeah.
thought he'd be hunkered up,
Hey,
Yeah, he's been doing
I'm
a
in
lot.
luck. I'm in luck tomorrow night. I'm going to see Shwaddy Waddy.
Are they still touring?
Yeah,
Oh my God.
yeah. In fact, one of the blokes from Shwaddy Waddy, Malk, one of the drummer, the last drummer with them, he comes to the place where I work quite a lot. He runs a MFN, is it? Like a pub thing where they do like bike fests and punk stuff. And MFN, I don't know what it's called, but people locally call it middle of fucking nowhere,
Yeah.
which is always all right. Gavin Blackburn says he grew up in Bulwell. That's not too far away. Atten Gray's come out with a corker. Yes, I quite agree with that statement. And well, like I say, we'll leave all that kind of crap out the chat. Have you run out of sock puppet accounts yet? Oh well.
He probably can't hear you because he probably just banned all of his people.
Oh well, I'm grateful for the views.
Yeah.
Indeed.
Yeah, we probably got all the Marxist mob all queuing up. They're all rapidly creating Gmail accounts. Go on, get some.
It's like
Nice.
10-minute mail. Just
Yeah.
set those up.
There was a meeting at the pub. We're going after Trev.
They don't go in pubs. That because
Oh,
buying
no?
beer is capitalistic. You
Oh,
know,
that's right.
you've got to make some potato vodka out of potato peelings. Oh
Cheese
yeah.
and potatoes.
Melvin Deeply says he's come out with a good comment. I'm not putting it on screen, but that is a good comment. I like that.
That's true.
I've got a lot of time for Melv, and it's a shame he's hung up his streaming belt. It'd be nice to get him out of retirement. I know he's not going to do it anytime soon. Oh dear, this is great. Oh, brilliant. That's
More
I love it.
whack-a-mole.
Yeah. Does anybody want to just hit the mole?
Yeah, Melvin beat me to that one. This is like a competition tonight. Who clicked
Yeah.
God, so close.
Tater says, meeting at the local vegan pride cafe.
There you go.
Oh, this is great.
Trev, I think you can actually do it. If you click the 3 dots at the top of the live chat, you have the option of turning
Yeah, I've been
moderation
doing
on.
that, but it keeps throwing a bit of an error at me.
Oh,
Mm.
oh.
That's nice. I love this. Do you know, I should be so lucky.
Oh,
Jazz.
wow. I do have the option to block. Wow.
There you go.
It's kind of cool.
Yeah.
Hey, in fact, let me just let me. Whoa.
We'll all just be staring at the chat, waiting for one to come in.
Yeah, but it's better than watching paint dry.
It is.
It's points, and what do points make?
Yeah, prizes. Yay!
First one can get
Pop a
points.
balloon.
Oh, it's good. I'm loving it because I was like thinking, well, we'll do some tangents tonight, and this tangent is just working out beautifully,
Yeah, this is a good tangent.
isn't it?
All tangents
hang on a minute.
lead
There
to
we go.
Jimmy Savile.
Oh no! Don't want to. No. Oh, for God's sake, why? Right, there we go. I'm just looking for you, Wayfarer. Can you just stick it? Oh, there you go. Right, there we go. Are you ready? Are you ready?
Prizes, Trev's
Am
giving
I
away
ready
pot
for
noodles
what?
tonight.
Are you ready?
You get a wrench.
You
And
get a
you
wrench, sir.
Oh,
You've got
okay,
a
thank
wrench.
you.
Yay.
Alrighty.
Yay.
Nice. There we go. You've got to have a wrench or two. Oh,
Yeah.
for God's sake. Oh, my God. This is getting oh, dear. Minimum, that, you know, don't be putting stuff about, you know,
That's-
people
yeah,
like that.
that's-
You know, we don't want to talk about other channels. Mel says, the trolling means you're famous, Trev. Next up's the groupies. No, you're all right. I'll take a pass.
Fair.
What's this? Sword in the Storm says, Trev delaying RoboCop gave me time to get it on Blu-ray. Oh, great.
Nice.
Well, that's on Monday. I'm looking forward to it. It's all ready to go. Yes, help desk.
I was actually going to say, I was having a little chat in Wayfarer's chat. Maybe you and B-Side should actually do a crossover stream, because you got roughly,
Yeah.
roughly a similar sort of thing.
That's a good idea, but as you should well know, you can't cross the streams.
You can if you use Restream.
There you go.
Because
Ah.
if you get Wayfarer to log in with his and then restream to his channel,
Yeah.
you start off streaming and say the first hour you talk about a remake of a movie done in the 80s, because there's plenty of those. And then B-Sides join us for...
Well, we
an
could have
hour
like a
crossover.
bridge thing in between on the Wayfarer project.
But you know what I mean? And then when you finish off your stream and you come off, the room will stay open and it will keep on streaming on their channel.
Huh.
See,
Call it retro bee worms.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And it'll stream on both channels all the way through. I've thought about this.
Well, me in the middle.
You would certainly have. You put some
I'm not gonna lose
brain
an
horsepower into
opportunity
that
like
one, haven't
that.
I know.
Smilix already has a suggestion that the first 2 hours he'll be talking about weasels.
Otters.
He's as wet as an otter's
He
pocket.
just wants the fish. Did I miss a Ghostbusters joke? What did I miss?
Yeah, you did, Graham. It went right over you. Sword in the Storm knew what I was talking about. Mel says you missed the Ghostbusters reference.
Yeah,
I said you can't cross the streams.
Yeah.
Oh, I did get it. Sorry, I was
Ba-dum-tsh.
thinking of Kanye West.
Oh, God.
You can't get them out of your mind, can you?
Do you know, I
sorry,
saw
He's
that.
a lunatic.
No.
Was that tweet for real?
What about
Or
his
was
cousin?
somebody just trolling him?
Who?
Kanye West.
Oh, I don't know.
He was talking about his cousin.
Yeah.
And then dirty magazines with scantily clad ladies and various hairy Mary parts on paper, if you know what I mean. And then he was talking about putting something in his mouth till he was 14. How can you rap with a cock in your mouth?
Not sure.
I don't know.
Really thought about it. I really don't want to start
That's
now.
It made him better.
Oh dear God.
God, do you know,
That's
it
what
must be
MC
awful.
stands for, mouth cock.
Do you know how embarrassing is that? If his cousin's in jail like he says he is, all the rest of the prisoners are going to be giving him some stick now. He's inside, and he's got hundreds of men
So he's
going
there.
off about him getting his willy cleaned by Kanye West.
Yeah.
Crikey,
Say
that must be
yay.
embarrassing.
So he, oh god,
Say yay.
Gavin Blackburn says whacking material, which reminds me of that old bloke who lives next door to Beavis and Butthead. They were in my shed whacking off. Mike Judge, he should be doing something a bit more than what he's doing these days.
Ugh.
I've got a lot of time for the stuff he's done. I mean, Office Space, that is just an instant classic. Okay, I killed the stream.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
no.
Yeah. I'm going to be Ted at Lumberg now. Yeah. Gary Cole, that is a great role for him. Of all the roles he's done, Jack Killian from Midnight Caller, that bloke, Matthew Gideon, that he played in Crusade, the Babylon 5 spin-off.
Oh,
and like Pineapple Express, all the stuff he's going to be remembered for, really, is being playing Ted Lumberg in Office Space. Yeah.
I like him in the Legend of Ricky Bobby.
Yeah, he's good in
as
that
his
too.
father. Yeah.
Peter Woodward.
Putting the what is it, Fruit Loops underneath the car,
Yeah.
or Lucky Charms. What?
It's what? Yeah, it's Lucky Charms, isn't
Lucky
it?
Charms.
Yeah. Oh, I love that. That is so funny. What's this? Franco says, last year, Trev, there was a 4-way stream with separate channels. All of them were synced up. It worked well, but it was also a disaster at the same time. I'm quite interested to know what that was all about. Oh, yeah. Sword in the Storm says he played the devil in American Gothic. I remember that show. That was the one. What was his name? Lucas Black, is it? The kid who ended up being in Tokyo Drift. You know, the southern sounding
Oh, the
guy.
Texan, yeah.
Yeah, he was a Texan in Jarhead, wasn't he?
Yep.
But he played that kid, and there was that girl. She got murdered, didn't she? And she became back as a ghost. God, that's going back somewhere. What was the name? Merliana Summit or oh crikey! I'm gonna have to IMDb it. It was so long ago, but at the time, it was really compulsive viewing. I think it was on Channel 4. I used to have to get home early from work just to watch it because it was at 10 o'clock on Channel 4. I finished work at 10. And I'd got a 20-mile journey, so to get home just in time for it was always a bit of a stretch. Luckily, it was on a Thursday. I could get away with it on a Thursday night. American Gothic. Yeah.
I never watched that.
Oh, it was fantastic. I don't think it lasted. Oh, no, that's the film. There's a film from 1987, but 1995. Just IMDbing it right now. Yeah, Lucas Black as Caleb Temple. Gary Cole was Sheriff Lucas Buck, but he was the devil.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, it was Sarah Paulson who played Merlin Temple. That was it. And she's the girl off that Brainiac meme, isn't she? You know, the one with all the equations and shit flying past her head.
Oh God, that's from that actual thing itself. Sorry, is from some really dodgy Hallmark movie, isn't it?
I don't know.
That actual meme itself.
All the
my
Hallmark
goodness.
movies
Not
are
kidding, it's
dodgy.
something really. Yeah. True, but no, I mean it's one of those really terrible Hallmark movies. I think she's a housewife who happens to be a secret agent and no one knows about it. You know, one of those sorts of ones.
Yeah, Gavin Blackburn says, sadly, only one season. Yes, that's true. Hello to Alonzo in the chat. Thank you for joining us. Sword in the Storm says the girl was played by Sarah Paulson, who went on to star in American Horror Story. Yes, it was. But she is, in fact, the girl from the Brainiac meme. Evan Rachel Wood was in American Gothic as well. Crikey. She played that robot, didn't she, in the crappy Westworld remake?
Oh, wow.
I've missed out on this.
Well,
Yeah.
Hallmark movies account for about like 50% of all candle sales.
They
Oh,
do.
for God's sake.
Every
Hey.
bathtub has like 200 candles around it.
Yeah.
In those movies.
Oh my God, Franco, you are harsh, sir. He says Sarah Paulson, not pretty. I think she looks like a dollar store. What's her name? That South African woman, Davids or whatever her name is. She was in Bicentennial Man.
Hmm.
She's like a
No
dollar
idea.
store version of her, isn't she?
I think you're going to have to get on IMDb as well.
Yeah. I'm not
He's not
very
wrong. I've seen
articulate
Sarah
tonight.
Paulson before, but he's not wrong.
There we go. Hello, Alonzo. Thank you for joining us, sir. Oh, crikey. What is... That's going to bug me now. There's like so many tangents going off in my head. And
I think we need a tangent counter for this channel.
yeah.
It's like start on one thing, go through 5 different subjects to get back to it.
Beth Davids, that's it. Yeah. Thank you, Melvin. She's like... Sarah Paulson is like a dollar store version of Beth Davids. She was really pretty, wasn't she? And she kind of, age sort of catched up with her a little bit unfairly, I think.
This is where I hate when my ADHD kicks in, because it's a case of I don't know any of those names you're talking about. I would
Really?
I would probably recognize the faces. I'm useless with names.
Really? Let me
Oh,
see.
Glass.
Listen, for a while I thought your name was Trev Retro because that's the only thing I've seen,
Uh,
with your face attached.
Well, thank you.
Yeah. Sarah Paulson was in that M. Night Shyamalan film Glass, it looks like.
Yeah. I tell you, hey, have you ever seen Help Desk? Have you ever seen the third Evil Dead movie, Army of Darkness?
Army of Darkness. I think I have.
She was the, first you want to kill me, now you want to kiss me, blow. You know the girl who he says that to? Yeah, that's her.
Yeah. Hang on, I'm trying to place the face.
Place the face on your cock. Oh, I'm just saying.
I'm looking up
just wants
images
to
on
see the
IMDb to make sure I
perspective.
know who I'm looking at. Yes. Okay, I know who you're on about now. Dear.
Right.
Leave me alone.
Hello, gamer. That was quick. That a quick in and out.
Yeah, there was an error in the restream. I had to reboot it for some reason.
Oh, bizarre.
Yeah.
Well, I hope it wasn't me this time. I
I
certainly
don't
hope
think
not.
so. The chat disappeared, went red, and I couldn't clear it, so I just did an F5 and I'm back.
Oh, well, that is unfortunate.
Welcome.
Yeah.
Let me bring you up to speed. You missed nothing. You're back up to speed.
Right.
No new tangents?
There we go. That's Beth Davids.
Yeah. Yes. Exactly. I know who that is. So it's fine.
There we go. But she's like, yeah, you'd do her, wouldn't you? Without beer, without the aid of beer, you'd
One.
do her,
Yeah.
right?
Give it
But
one.
you would need quite a bit of beer for Sarah Paulson, I'm afraid.
Well, I mean, each to their own. It's really stupid. People have these weird crushes that make no sense.
Yeah.
Are
In
you
fact,
including personality in that, or you're just saying? 'Cause I don't think she
it's
looks
just
all that
it's just a
bad.
generalization, to be fair. I've got a picture here where she doesn't look too bad. Let me just download this. But then again, everybody does look a bit funky from time to time. Age is a cruel beast. They say time is the fire in which we burn, Captain. There we go. Getting all Trek on you. Do you know, that is Generations, it's a weird film. It's you either love it or you loathe it. Not a very good, particularly high-quality image there, but that's Sarah Paulson. It looks like she's on the Tonight Show. Just looking at that.
That photo looks better than the ones that are on a Google search.
Yeah, that's where I got this from. Thing is, you can't always... oh, hello.
Hello.
Hello there.
We have a
How are
photo.
you, Tater? How are you
alive.
doing, mate?
So, yay.
Yay!
Are you all right?
I'm still in a lot
Scoopity-boo.
of pain, but I'm doing okay.
Good.
Petite
Tatus had some issues with his legs recently. So,
Yeah.
Yeah.
he went to the doctors and they kind of hammered them around a bit, and I think they cut one off and then did the 13th century thing of burying it in the garden with some rosemary to try and ward off the demons.
They said that the ethers inside my body were weird and something about getting an exorcism, but like the Pope's dead, so there's no one there to give it.
Don't bring it. Right. No religion, no politics on the channel
That's
now.
why Z posted that.
Yeah.
The Pope died. I didn't know.
I have a
The
funny fact.
giraffe. Are you talking about the giraffe picture?
Hey,
No, that was Kanye.
That giraffe had got some technique.
hey,
Or am I
have a
talking
funny
about something
fact for you.
completely different?
I was talking about the picture he put in the Twitter group, and it was
that one. I know
would
which
have
one you
to
mean
mention
now.
a name that I can't mention, apparently. So
Oh,
Well, I don't really want to go there. Greetings to Ashen Prism. Hail, sir. Thank you for joining us tonight. Sword in the Storm. Oh, thank you. I'm not quite sure how to take this, but I'll take it as a compliment. Why does it feel like I'm watching the IT crowd?
If you don't like it, just turn it off and on again.
Oh, dear.
yeah.
All your
But,
tech support needs.
fun fact:
Oh, that's better.
look, all Lucky Charms in Ireland are imported.
Really?
Yes.
Oh no. Really.
Can you just say, just for laughs, can you just say, Frosted Lucky Charms, they're magically delicious?
Frosted Lucky Charms, they're magically delicious.
That's
Somebody
not
clip
bad.
that. Someone
That's
clip
neat.
that.
Round of applause for
Yeah,
Tita
nice.
there. I like that.
It felt authentic.
Well, yeah.
Oh, Gavin Blackburn, you come out with this one, and I came out with something similar on Z's post. Kanye sucks. Yeah. That bloody giraffe can suck, I tell you something. I reckon it could suck a golf ball through a fucking hose pipe.
llamas are good at that too.
Well, llamas spit, they don't swallow.
Oh,
Did
let's see here.
What are you huffing for, help desk?
I'm sorry, it's just these jokes just
They're getting worse.
yeah, I'm a dad. My jokes are bad. These are worse.
But my joke, my jokes are always shit. They're a bit fringe.
is this
It
worse than
looks
when you
like-
were? Go ahead.
Oh, I'm sorry. Tangent here, but it looks like Lucky Charms is mostly manufactured in Buffalo, New York State.
There
Yeah.
we go.
USA.
And they charge you $10 a box.
They do now, yeah.
Yeah, they're very expensive over here, obviously, with import, especially with these tariffs. Sword in the
Oh,
Storm
boy.
said, Franco says to Sword in the Storm, the It Crowd is a show I could never get into. I tried a few times. Yeah, it wasn't particularly for me, to be fair. Hello to Mog. I don't know if I yeah, I did say hello to you. Another tangent here. Gavin Blackburn says the Leprechaun movies are great. Do you know? I can't actually remember the plot of that. I remember watching Leprechaun back in the day because it was
I
like,
live it.
pardon?
I live it.
You
What?
lived it.
Tate's
God.
life every day. I'm a leprechaun.
Dude, it's a little dude going around in a wheelchair. That's me.
Jesus, how much
what's the
medication have you had,
difference?
Peter?
I'm not on any.
Jesus.
Trev,
I think
you really should try playing a game with him. It's like this. all
He
the way
sounds
through.
like Cowley from.
It's like he's had too much Benylin or something.
Oh,
Howdy ho, howdy ho, cow.
Yeah.
fun fact: a couple of episodes of Voyager and TNG actually got banned in Ireland.
Or the IRA one
Yeah.
on Next Gen.
No, there's
And
an episode of the Next Gen where they actually talk about the Irish unification of 2024.
given the times, not to get political, I'm just saying, given the times, I understand the ban. But the Voyager one was just stupid.
Is that the one where they got it was basically a load of farmers and they just
Yeah.
Oh
transported
no,
them
no,
onto
I know.
Voyager?
I bet it's the one where Janeway and Paris both turned into like anteaters
Oh,
and had
lizard
sex with
things.
each
Yeah,
other.
they were newts, weren't they?
It was the
Whatever.
Fairhaven episode.
That's the episode called Threshold, which nobody talks about.
That was the shittest episode of Star Trek. Well,
I liked
the
it up to the
pre-Discovery.
point where they turned
They
into
recovered
nudes.
quick.
No,
It was a
the one
nice
with
concept.
Seven's parents was worse.
Whose parents?
Seven,
Seven
and
and
nine.
Nine.
Oh, Seven of Nine
Yeah.
Parents. Oh, that one.
When they
Yeah.
were
No, no,
studying the
actually-
Borg. Yeah.
Actually, thinking about it, what was the one where was it Dr. Crusher shagged the ghost?
Oh, yeah.
my God.
Is
that
it
one.
Fairhaven or is that Voyager?
No, that was Voyager.
That was Voyager. That's the one that got banned here. That was
There's 2 of them or 3.
Yeah, she shagged a
Yeah.
ghost. And then she ended up boning Picard. That's a bit of a come down, really, isn't it?
Do you think that the writers of Star Trek got really ran out of ideas for Sweepies and they're like, lads, we need an idea. What are we going to do? I found a lamp. I have an idea.
Do you know what's ironic about Next Gen? Dr. Crusher is a fucking doctor, so she should know better. So why wasn't she using any birth control?
Well,
Because you wanted to trap
ghosts.
them.
I wonder if Data was having a go as well. You know, like when Picard was busy.
Actually, Data,
It's fully functional.
Fully
yeah,
functional.
I wonder does he come with attachments?
But does the sperm live?
No, it's
But
just he's
that's
just shooting
cyborg.
WD-40 out,
Just
isn't he?
lubricant, so.
If you've got a squeaky fanny, Mr. Data's your man. Sorry, fanny means bum in America, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. I had to think about that for a second.
I have a stupid question for you to do with Star Trek.
Go on.
If you could serve on any ship, but be intentionally the worst officer on that ship, what ship would you serve on?
Excelsior.
Why?
Because I love the Excelsior.
Uh,
As much as I love the Reefer Enterprise, because that is just sublime as Starfleet vessels go. But Excelsior really does, no pun intended, float my boat.
And the
little bit.
captain had a wand.
Yeah.
Oh, he did, didn't he?
Yeah, had a little scepter.
wait, who
Yeah,
did?
Captain
Strange.
Styles.
Yeah.
Yeah, Captain Styles. And, Bob Morton from RoboCop was the navigator, if you remember.
Yes, he was.
Why
He was the one who
did
couldn't
it-
get the engines working.
Mm.
Why did it sound like a diesel engine when that ship went? When that ship's engine went down? Like,
Yeah. Well, Scotty took the batteries out, didn't he?
Yeah,
And
made
they
a
had
few
to make
little-
it sound like it was totally bollocks because it was supposed to be the next can't even say it. The next best thing,
Mm.
and it was the next generation of Starfleet vessels.
Yeah, the sound
And-
effects people kind of phoned that one in a little bit, though.
They
Well,
could have
yeah.
asked. I'll tell you what would have worked better there, right? They could have gone over to ILM and asked Ben Burt nicely if they could have that Millennium Falcon ballsing up sound effect. You know, that.
No, the Millennium Falcon pulsing up sound was just.
Yeah, because it's an old prop plane engine, isn't it? Stalling.
Yeah.
yeah. But what they could have done, I think, which would have done better, is if the ship just just did it with pop sound and the ship just starts drifting. That would have been like rather than have the engines like just cut out.
Mm.
Franco says Scotty took 3 sample bottles out of the Excelsior and it was dead. They were batteries. If you look closely, they're AA batteries.
I think it's supposed to be interpreted as being sort of like isolinear chips, sort of like control
Yeah. Well,
modules.
he does say, I took them out of our main transwarp computer drive. The more they overthink the plumbing, the easier it is to stop up the drain.
Yeah.
Air doctor from one surgeon to another. There we go.
I forget what Star Trek movie it is, but there
Star
was a
Trek
scanner-
3, Search for Spock, sorry. I'm thinking about the
there
porn
was a scanner
version.
used in Star Trek that was also used in Ghostbusters as well.
What, the PKE meter?
Yeah, that was also used in Star Trek.
I'll tell you another film the PKE meter from Ghostbusters was used in. Anybody see the John Carpenter movie, They Live?
Oh, yeah.
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 There's a scene when they break up that church meeting, not the first church, but the second one. You know, when they all sort of regroup.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And there's a scene there where they go in and shoot everybody. Frank and Nada get that watch working and they jump into that portal. And then when they're going through those back doors, back rooms things, there's a guy talking on it like a walkie-talkie.
Oh, I want to do They Live one of these weeks on Earworms and have swappers on, and we could talk about which of the conspiracy theories are real and which ones are made up.
Well, you might be interested to know, not this Monday, not the Monday after, but the Monday after that, They Live is on the cards.
Oh, jeez.
Because the playlist at the moment is RoboCop this coming Monday, then Z gets Face Off the week after,
Ooh.
and then it's They Live. Because every now and
Okay.
again, because I'm a big fan of John Carpenter movies,
Yeah.
but with us recently doing a John Carpenter movie, Big Trouble in Little China, trying to space things out a little bit because I don't want it to get formulaic. It's like, oh, hang on, another John Carpenter movie.
That fight scene in the middle with Roddy Piper was long.
Yeah, 20 minutes. It's still the longest fight scene in a movie.
What
came
I'd
here-
love to do on my channel, but I can't find where to get them, is those old American, the weird ones now, the like after school specials, the public health service stuff, like dating from the 50s and how to use a telephone by like the Bell Company and all
You
stuff
get
like that.
All the old
Plenty
public
of that
Marvel
on
films.
B-sides.
B-sides has it every week.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I know one or two people who've tried to do it and their channels have got hit by copyright.
Mm.
Oh, man, I love
Yeah,
those old
it's
stupid
weird.
information films.
I got
Yeah.
a copyright claim from someone that called themselves Low Fat Milk, and it was some made up name, and they claimed the national anthem that was performed on synthesizer, used as like the end of night, the
Yeah.
TV stations closing up now, that sort of thing. And it's like, how the hell do you take like an old recording like that and then just say it's yours and you get credit for it?
It's one of those really stupid things that you'll have artists who take it, use a beat out of it in another song, and then claim that it sounds like their song. And it's
Well, it was a minute and a half worth, so it was like nearly the whole thing that was claimed.
Mm.
it
it's
just seems
nasty.
like chances just trying to,
Yeah, there's some arseholes
use it
about
as-
it, isn't there?
I
use the
got a
copyright system.
claim a few years ago from Disney on The Mandalorian, on a review I did, and it took me 3 weeks to get of editing to get the video up without getting a claim, and I got like 35 views on it. I'm like, oh, bollocks.
Just to interject, just a quickie. Atom Gray says, all right, lads, got to warm up the engine. Drop by and say hello after Trev Show. Don't forget, B-Sides is on earlier tonight to be inclusive to people like us over the pond. And I'm looking forward to it tonight. It's gonna be a good one.
B-sides is going DEI.
Oh, what was that? Somebody told me a good meaning of that the other day. Oh, was it something like didn't exactly earn it? No, it was something like that. Oh, it'll come to me. Anyway, B-sides on early tonight. It's on from midnight tonight, 2 hours early. Is that right?
11
No,
o'clock.
he said it was on in 2 hours. They're starting at 6 o'clock Eastern tonight.
Right.
Is 11 o'clock British time.
Yeah, 11 o'clock.
Yes,
UK.
yeah, that's right. Because it's normally at 1. I forgot. So B-sides available in the UK from 11 o'clock tonight. Obviously, that's it. Melvin didn't earn it. Yeah, I think that's what I tried to say. Congrats on the 1K, by the way. Franco Walker's just pointed that out.
Yeah.
Hey Trev, you want to laugh?
Go on.
So me, Gamer, and Help Desk, we call ourselves the Remedial Pirates, the most average pirates on the sea.
Yeah.
Our slogan for a little group is "Don't worry," because I actually said this on one stream. Don't worry, the sinking is putting the fire out.
It's true.
It solves one of the problems.
Yeah. Our current thing is we know when we're at the island we want to get to because our ship crashes into it.
Can I ask a question? Just a quick question.
Oh.
Which one of you's got crabs? Common People says, I'm so totally offended. How am I not the first Irishman on this stream? You've got to start the Irish Civil War again, Trev. Well, you can come on the channel anytime you want, Common People. If you want to join in, all you have to do is just let me know.
I had a nice, actually, speaking of the Irish issues, I had a nice conversation with Tater about the fact that the movie Cars actually has a car pope.
Yeah.
Yeah, it does.
And it's a case
We've
of
gone down a
if
rabbit
there's a
hole.
car pope, then there must have been car troubles in Car Island.
Oh, God.
And it goes back to the biblical times where there must have been a car.
Isn't he a pope? Isn't he the Pope Mobile?
Yeah.
No,
but
thought
it's
so.
it's a
that's
pope.
the thing.
That's
It's not the Pope Mobile.
The armored.
It's Jesus Chrysler, and
Yeah.
Jesus
then
Christ.
it must have split
Wow,
into
I
car
forgot
Protestants
that.
and
Jesus, you're all going to hell.
up
Well-
the car Ra. So it was.
Weirdly
Yeah.
enough, you can't say that on YouTube's.
I said car. So it's fine.
Yeah,
I'm talking about
thanks for that help desk. We've already attracted the wrong kind of attention tonight, but then again, it's all views, isn't it?
But the
It's all
Cars
you.
universe has so much things. It's like me and help us. We were there, and I'm like, wait, does that mean Jesus was a wagon on the?
Oh, I don't know. Melvin says B-sides link. There we go. If you want to do that, if you're not sub to B-sides, you can always go over to Atom Gray's channel. I'm sure there'll be a link to it in there. But there you go. I'm looking forward. Do we know what they're doing? I know it's the 1K celebration, and all hats off to the team over at B-sides. 1K, that is fantastic.
I should have done that. We passed 1K like a few weeks ago, and
Really?
We
Yeah,
didn't do
you did,
anything.
didn't you? I forgot.
I've been
Sorry.
stuck in the 300s for like a year now.
I think I'm on a.
we'll fix that.
Thanks. Any push, I do appreciate it. I'm just not doing panels at the moment because it is stupid foot. It makes me constantly feel sick.
What?
Well, I think our triple stream is actually catching attention. I mean, Trev does
Yeah.
his thing on Twitch, but like I mentioned earlier, before Common People came on the channel tonight,
Oh, we stopped
he
doing
was in my
Twitch.
stream. We had Trev
Yeah,
13
me.
or Trev 13.
File
Um,
13.
Yes,
File
he
13,
showed up. So we are getting people to show up. Eminem talked, asked about it tonight. So
Yeah.
the only difference is like tomorrow I'll be out of town, so it'll be those two. But otherwise, Saturday is kind of a regular thing.
It is. Yeah, we do Saturday and we do Tuesdays. Now,
Mhm.
Trev, if you do ever get the game, I would be happy to do an earlier stream with you on it to completely drown you and like you just sacrifice.
What game is this?
Sea of Thieves.
Sea of Thieves.
Huh?
You're basically a pirate.
I don't really do PC gaming though.
I
Like, up
I
on PlayStation
used
5,
to.
it's-
I
it
haven't
was
for like
closed.
2 years.
$14.
I'm going to be honest, it is the most ridiculous game ever because
It's
it's one
hilarious.
of these ones that has no particular target, and you can, if you want to, just literally stand on a boat and play a hurdy-gurdy doing some sea shanties. That's it.
I'm in.
Nice.
I'm in.
Common
Yeah.
People says telling me I can come on a channel is a dangerous game, Trav. Just watch B-sides tonight.
Well, I mean,
Yes.
if you do ever like join up because it is crossplay, right? And Wayfair, like we
Yeah,
could
I'd
always
love to.
use a fort on a Saturday.
I'd love to. Yeah. If you
Yeah.
need me tomorrow, I could do it.
Well, I mean, tomorrow we were going to do the first descending, but I mean, I
Oh, no,
don't
don't
care.
worry. Anytime. I just meant since Gamer wasn't going to be there if you needed.
Oh no, there's it's the Guardians are 4 cruise ship. There's only 3 of us, so
Okay.
I mean, we can book it
Sounds
for next
cool.
Saturday if you want.
Yeah, next Saturday I'll be
sounds
around
good.
again. Yeah.
Yeah,
That'll be cool.
and you
Yeah,
can-
I
and-
like the open world sandbox things. I used to play a lot of Conan
Oh, yeah.
Exiles and Empyrean Galactic Survival. Ark.
I've been playing
Fantastic.
Red Dead Redemption 2 lately. Yeah. That's
Have you reached
pretty
the
long.
end of that? I'm not spoiling. I'm just
no,
saying, have
don't
you-
spoil it. I'm only in chapter 4.
I refuse to spoil. I'm just saying. Let me know. I have
Yeah.
questions for you.
Even though I finished it, I didn't like Red Dead Redemption 2. I couldn't get into it. No, I know, but it's one of those stupid ones. Wasn't for me. I like Red Dead Redemption 1 and Grand Theft Auto. but I just couldn't get into Red Dead
Red Dead
Redemption.
Redemption 1 and Red Dead Redemption 2, because Red Dead Redemption 1 is about vengeance. Red Dead Redemption 2, I cannot tell you what it's about because Gamer hasn't finished it.
Right. Don't tell me.
Gamer, don't look in chat because people are going to be stupid.
Oh, okay.
Uh-oh.
I seriously do not.
You can tell
do
someone's
not,
going to.
No
like spoil that
spoilers.
game because I want him to experience it.
Yeah.
Maybe
like-
it's about redemption.
No.
And red. Yeah.
Well, like one of the paths, one of the trophies in the game, because I do try to accomplish stuff, is you can go basically full deplorable or Mr. Honor, and both are equally difficult. I mean, you can shoot up a town and you're still not 100% deplorable. So it's because it depends on who you go after. Like if it's funny because I've seen comments in Reddit where you're riding a horse and like somebody's a thief has come attacking you. Well, you defend yourself, you shoot him, he's dead. But now all of a sudden the law's after you. It's like, well, wait a minute, because that happened to me early in the game. It's like I defended myself, and now I'm on the run from bounty hunters. What just happened here? So,
I've seen so many Red Dead memes. Like someone's there and they're in the middle of nowhere. They look around, right, and they kill a guy, and it's like you've got a bounty, and they're like, "Wait, how?" And then you see the camera panning out and goes like miles over mountains, like you just Lord of the Rings on it. And you see this one guy with a telescope going, "That bastard."
witness. Yeah, you didn't witness anything.
Sounds
Right.
too much like real life if you
Here's
get in trouble for defending yourself.
Here's something I did find in Red Dead
Yeah.
Redemption 2. If you go down the mean route where everybody hates you,
Yeah.
you actually end up, you can get a horse. It's the most ragged, ill-looking horse ever. Because obviously, if you're not well respected, you just get all the crud. The worst looking horse, I mean, it looks like it's about to fall apart. It is the fastest horse in the game.
I'll have
It's
to look for that
compared
because
to
I was
any
going to
other
get an
horse.
Arabian, but yeah, I'll have to watch.
Does it look like Gail Tilsley?
It's not far off. It's a bit. How can I say? Gil Tilsley shagged Peter Crouch.
Oh, gold.
It's sort of like gangly and bony, and it really looks like it would fall over, but it's stupidly fast compared to the other
talking
horses.
about stupid. Hey Trev, would it be okay if I shared something that's from my channel, so it's no
As long as it's
copyright?
not crabs off your boat.
No, help desk was facing the wrong way, right?
Right.
We found the worst shot in all of Sea of Thieves.
Oh,
Yes, someone was
that.
attacking us from their boat.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Hold on now. I just go to my channel because I have one. Shameless plug.
Fair enough.
I
Everybody else
did
does.
link in
Next
chat.
on.
Why
I'll
should
hop
you
on
be
the,
any different?
I'll hop on the
right?
back of the ship and I'll shoot at with my flintlock. It's like,
Hello, to,
I'm gonna get
hello
it.
to Emperor Goodwin. Hail. Thank
That's
you for
what I
joining us.
don't
Evening,
get. Why
Jay.
didn't they add in chase cannons? That's what I never got.
Yeah.
Ah, there we go. Nice one, help desk. There you go, Tater. There's
Thank
a
you,
shameless
Nick.
plug to your channel.
Okay. So I'm just doing the short so we don't have to go through the whole thing, okay?
Okie dokie.
So this is what he was talking about with the hold on. You little horn.
Oh, no, I missed it.
Don't waste that if that's going to break.
Yeah, don't waste that.
I remember watching this now, yeah.
Yeah, so this guy here. This one. He doesn't hit us. He only hits the mast.
The whole point is, if you want to sink a ship, you've got to hit it below the waterline.
Yeah,
And he just completely missed.
he just keeps hitting the mast, and we're like, and I'm just like, okay, like just spin.
And here I
He
am.
doesn't want you to steer.
No, I was steering the ship, and the only place I could go was into a storm to get away from him. And quite hilariously, after that point, we then accidentally summoned a skeleton galleon to fight against as well.
It's
So
like
that-
that
You'd be
hiding
great,
in a
you'd be
nebula
great in a reboot of The Love Boat as the captain.
Gavin McLeod.
Captain Stubing.
we do.
Oh,
we
I
do
love
have a
The
lot of-
Love Boat. Oh, you know, I wonder if there's anywhere online you can actually. I bet it's on YouTube if you.
Oh, yeah, it's on
hard
YouTube.
enough.
Probably.
Especially the one where Erin Gray was in it. Oh. There was some really gorgeous talent on the Love Boat back in the day.
Oh, yeah.
I've never seen it. I'm not old.
The earlier
one
ones, the later
episode.
ones
You've
are
never
like-
seen the Love Boat, crikey!
No.
Oh, what was it? The lady from The Sound of Music?
Julie Andrews.
Yeah, she was on an episode.
Everybody had been
Everybody
on
was on
it.
an episode, yeah.
Mm.
It's like saying which celebrities were in Batman in the 1960s.
Oh yeah. But
There was
you
even
know
an
what-
episode where Ace Hunter was in it. I was dead surprised.
You know what show was weird though, and I watched every episode of because, yeah, Ghost Whisperer.
Never watched that.
Back
So-
in the day, I watched it. Yeah.
Yeah,
Closest I got to anything like that was True Calling, and I thought that was really good. It was Eliza Dushku and Zach Galifianakis.
I like that show too.
It got 2 seasons and then it got cancelled, and it was really doing well. It was an interesting perspective on the whole avenging somebody's death.
yeah. But Ghost Whisperer was weird because they had this actor playing. The
Is it
ghost.
like Horse Whisperer but with ghosts?
No, it's not Coronation Street. So basically, Trev, I'm just going to use you for an example. Okay, say for talk's sake that Gamer was a ghost and he was trying to tell you something, and he's like, "Look, man, we've been friends for years. I've been trying to tell you, and I'm just standing there staring as he's like going into this emotional monologue, right?"
Mm.
And I turned around and it's like, "What did he say?" He says he misses you.
Okay.
Yes.
Jennifer
I've got-
Love Hewitt is the main
Yeah.
character in that show.
Hey, have you noticed? She's going to be in something. What's coming back, and I can't remember what it
Scream,
was.
isn't it?
Possibly.
Yeah, no, not Scream. I know what you did last summer.
That's
there you
it.
go.
Yes.
Oh God, is that coming back?
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
But the thing is, if you notice Jennifer Love Hewitt, she was in 911, and she got quite chunky. But
She
she's
got
slim
pregnant.
She's slim right down again.
Yeah, she was both doing fertility treatment because I follow her on Instagram and a few places.
Mm.
She was pregnant and was doing fertility treatments, which caused the weight gain.
Ah, that explains it then.
Yeah,
She was struggling to conceive. You know, I could have gone round and helped her out. Hey.
yeah, but I mean, honestly, I don't think you'd be allowed to get a passport. You know what you did?
I've got a passport.
Yeah, but it's not yours.
What?
What?
Huh?
I don't know what's going
You
on.
said you've
Besides
got a passport. You didn't say it was your passport.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Yeah,
Besides,
it's my
her husband might-
passport. Thanks.
her husband might have a bit of a problem with it.
What tablets are you on, Tater? Because I could do with some.
Not.
Crikey.
Common People wants to bring back the leprechaun.
Oh, yeah. Sorry, I've not got the chat up. I do apologise, chat. I've just lost touch with you a little bit there. When we had that, when Gamer put that thing up, it took it all off.
Oh, what's the difference between a leprechaun and a cluricon?
Spelling?
Because I read a book and they were talking about cluricons, but never defined them. It's probably not the right time to ask a question like that.
Leprechauns are actually not part of Irish mythology. They were a later creation by monks. Like they're not part of the spirit world by the Tuatha De Danann, which were the Celtic gods.
Yeah.
And
Hello there.
so it's hello. So it's
Hey,
what a
evening chat,
leprechaun.
evening chat, evening panel. Trev, how are we all?
We're all right. Sorry, Tater, we just sort of stepped over the convo, but I wanted to give Brian a nice little entry into the stream tonight. Hello, not Brian. Thank you for joining us tonight, matey. If you'd like
Thanks
to
for
say
having
hello
us.
to everybody.
Yeah, thanks for having us, folks. Nice to be on with the Wayfarer project. I don't believe I've ever streamed with before.
Oh, yes, we did. Attack of the Clones almost a year ago.
Attack of the Clone. We on at the same
Marathon.
time?
Yeah.
God, my memory's terrible. It must be
I
either
overstayed.
the alcohol or lack thereof. Well, shall we let potato. Revan, continue. He's,
Well,
Yeah,
essentially,
do we
what a
make a cup of tea?
leprechaun is, not to get political or get into it, but what a leprechaun essentially is a sad sack. It's a fey or an elno fey, depending on which it comes from, because there's a red and a green leprechaun, right? The elno fey, which are the higher class, are the red ones. And essentially, it's one that did not go and get anything to pursue or anything like that, and it lost all magic and beliefs. So, yeah,
Well, where does the gold and the rainbow come in? Is that was just
was
added
gonna say
later
that,
too?
yeah.
that was added later. So basically, the monks were there. They were back in the day, like when they came up with this. They didn't really have like heroes because when they'd have books or anything like that, people would go, "Wow, that's real." Yeah, sure, okay, whatever. So it was more added for kids, and then when it went over to like America and everything, now the rainbow and the light that was brought in from Luaga, who was the Arlog, depending on which pronunciation. He was the god. He was a sun god, right, and a fire god at two different times. He changed in the pantheon, and that was kind of his blessings. And it was we didn't really have dragons in Ireland, so the hoarding of the gold, because over in England, which we had communications with at the time. They had the Welsh dragon, Scottish dragon, English dragon, which hoarded the gold. So they were like, "Hey, well, we do leprechauns. Ah, cool, midgets who hoard gold."
Very cool.
Okay.
Nice.
Sorry, can I just mention Franco Walker, an Englishman, an Irishman, and a Scotsman join the stream?
Yeah.
Yeah, got the whole horde now. It's pretty
Let's
awesome.
go.
Now all we need is a Northern Irishman to finish it off, and a Welshman.
If
Oh,
we
an
get a
Australian,
Welshman, we'll complete the alignment, and then the universe will end. Why does the Welshman never in the pub in the jokes? Because it's always Englishman, Irishman, and Scotsman walk into a bar.
Because
Where's the
no one
Welshman?
likes the Welsh.
Oh no, to be fair, I think the Welshman's probably already in there, a couple of pints deep.
They have the best flag of all the flags.
They
The
do.
Welsh flag is awesome.
I
Yeah,
like that red dragon.
pretty cool. Although
Yeah,
I will say the best national animal does have to go to Scotland.
the unicorn.
It's the unicorn. Yeah.
Oh, I
Did
didn't
you
know
know
that.
Is that
the
just
unicorn-
nowadays, or was it always like that?
Always like that.
Oh,
It's
wow.
actually it's a misinterpretation. It's actually
Yeah.
a misprint. It's actually Unicron from the Transformers who's
Oh,
the
okay.
national hero of Scotland.
You know what?
Scotland
was
is
the
a
best-
transformer.
Just because we wear kilts doesn't mean to say we're Transformers. It's
Dude,
a rather
you wear
offensive
kilts.
comment you made there, Internet Help Desk.
Dude, you wear kilts because even the sheep can hear zippers.
Careful. That's Aberdeen you're thinking of.
Oh dear.
He's got a girlfriend called Barbara.
All right, Melvin, Brian, better
Dad.
Who shag a sheep? Seriously, what kind of a person stoops so low as to shag a sheep? I knew a guy who was in court over getting caught shagging a sheep. And the judge says, "How low can you go, man?" And he says, "Yorkshire Terrier."
Right.
Dead.
Well,
I'm
that's
gonna
the
tell you-
beauty of
not gonna tell you how
leprechauns.
I
They
found
don't
this
even
out.
need to stoop.
Not going to tell you how I found this out, but apparently this is not from personal experience. This is actually from someone
So
who
it's
I
your
used to
life.
know.
Somebody.
Right.
You
If you
know.
if you ever find yourself in the situation where you attempt to shag a sheep, you can only do it in places that have cliffs, because if you walk towards the cliff, the sheep will look over and intentionally push backwards.
That's
So,
Oh,
did you live in the
Billy
countryside
Connolly
as
came
a
up with that
kid, or was this just holiday trips you discovered on?
I've never actually been to Wales.
Well, I mean, yeah.
not much chance you getting in now, or even Scotland with that part, or Help Desk.
Tips
I
for
wouldn't
sheep
go to Wales
shagging
now. You
on
can't go above
Fubar
20 mile an
Friday.
hour.
That's right, yeah.
You get into Wales for free, but you have to pay a fiver to get out.
Oof, God.
Yeah, that's probably about right.
Fun,
Oh my God, have you seen this? Melvin, really? It says help desk from Suffolk where people bang their cousins instead of sheep. True story. You've been
Norfolk.
watching Alan Partridge.
That's Norfolk anyway. Suffolk.
I used to know a
Essex
double
County.
act. There used to be a double act, didn't they? Norfolk and Good. Norfolk and Good.
Does every
Swappers has
country
got a
have
burner account.
their... Sorry.
Swappers has a burner account called Norfolk and Chance.
Nice. Hey, I don't know if you saw, Brian. We had about 32 sock accounts having a go tonight.
Oh, I missed it. I was otherwise engaged.
Yeah.
Trevor.
Some really choice words and things, and we knew who it was, though, but it wasn't the person who we thought it would have been.
Oh, you'll possibly tell me that later
It was
on.
coughing.
I think it was a seagull.
I don't know. Oh,
It was Kanye
Vex is
West.
in the chat.
What?
Hello. She says, this is the most satisfyingly concise stream grid I've ever seen. Well, we do try.
Vex, why don't you come on as well? And that'll just really upset everything.
That will,
Be careful how you said that. I thought you said, would you want to come on, Vex?
We talked about this.
Yeah. Who's
I have-
coughing? Who is coughing?
I think it's the wife. I thought she was
No,
upstairs
it's
on the
not
road. I'll
me.
have to go and chastise her. I'm terribly sorry, Trev.
Oh, it's all right. I'm just thinking of her health is all. I was quite concerned.
Me too. I was just better go and check she's insured, Trevor. Make sure, cash,
Hey,
everything's
Vex,
good.
if you want to come on and create some disorder, I can send you a link if you wish. Just let me know. In fact, if anybody else wants to come on, there's 4 slots left.
I've
just
never been on
more
with
than
Vex.
She
Or no,
says,
I have.
this is an offer I can't refuse. Vex says, no, it's so perfect, but you can still come on me. I'd quite like that, to be fair.
You know,
And you thought I was bad.
I
Hello to I can't say it, RRTNZ in the chat. Thank you for joining us. Hail, everybody.
Hello.
I knew
Remy, yeah?
Franco says, I think we'd all like to. Never mind.
I knew this woman when I was growing up. She was my aunt's friend. Her name was Eileen. She hated the song "Come On, Eileen." Because her
Come
husband,
on,
her husband used to sing it at her all the time.
I had an Ofcom complaint years ago when I said, Dexy's Midnight Runners, come on, Arlene. I hope they had a flannel. And somebody complained, somebody thought it was distasteful. I'm just thinking, it just makes sense if they've got a flannel. It's less mopping up to do after.
There's a famous story from my country, right? Where this guy it was some part of Dublin, and this guy got really pissed off at his friend. His friend was in the closet, and he's like, you know what? The only people he wasn't out there was his parents, right? He's like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm going to get this bastard back. So while his parents were driving to work, he's like, hey, there's a song for on behalf of your son. Here's one while the parents were listening to the radio station. And you know the song, I'm coming out, I want the world to know.
Yeah, Diana Ross.
Yeah. Yeah, that song playing.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Good song.
Yeah.
Is he of the gay persuasion?
The guy was, yeah, so that's why he did it to his parents.
So all that's reminded me of, was it the fast? No, was it Catherine Tate? That's all, the Irish family. It's all like, Mama, Daddy, I've got to tell you, I'm a gay man. Like, you're gay, are you? Can you tell me then? Do my turn-ups go with my shoes? Should we go out shopping?
Must have been Catherine Tate's show. I can never quite get into Catherine Tate's humour. Maybe it's more of an English type sense of humour.
I don't know. She's not my cup of tea.
It's not English class. It's not English class. That's weird.
Wasn't she?
It's working class.
Wasn't she
the
killed
assistant.
by Charles Manson?
That's Sharon
That's
Tate.
Catherine Tate, isn't it?
Okay.
Sharon Tate.
Sharon Tate, that was
Yeah,
it.
Sharon Tate, yeah.
Oh, Once
No,
Upon a
Catherine
Time in
Tate's-
Hollywood. Who is it who absolutely hates that film?
Oh, somebody.
Melvin hates it.
Yeah.
I thought it was
I'm going-
great.
I
I'm
liked it
going
as
to
well.
say
Yeah.
a movie I absolutely hate, and I'm going to get stones and potatoes thrown at me. I hate Princess Bride.
Do you know, I've never seen it.
I've never
Don't.
seen it all the way through.
I
When
watched
my
it once.
wife says, I've got this thing now where I vet films what my wife suggests. She'll go, "Oh, do you fancy watching this?" And I go, "Has it got any phasers in it? Has it got warp drive in it?" And then when she says no and no, it's like I'm noping out. Thank you very much. She just wants to watch fucking Avatar all the time. I hate that film with a passion.
Hold on.
Wow.
Hold on. Which
Let's
one?
all watch 8-foot tall Smurfs, because that's basically what it is.
It's weirder than that. There's a scene where the two cat people have sex by dyeing their hair together.
Yeah.
Someone had to write that.
Well, what impressed me is where you see people braiding their cocks.
Oh God.
It's a hair
I
job,
forgot
not a
that scene,
hand job.
Trav. Thank you. I don't remember.
Oh, and they're just getting progressively worse. That last Avatar film was utter shite.
Well,
Yeah.
originally he wanted to do 5, didn't he? I think he still does.
Yeah,
It was
the
supposed to be
next
5.
Ooh,
the
they're
next one
doing
is the
well.
fire people.
Yeah.
It's
Come
the
on,
Vex.
Eileen.
Vex.
Hello,
Yes.
Vex. Welcome to the round.
Oh,
Hey.
I'm so glad I'm at the bottom. It makes all of it. It makes it
Yeah.
easier for you all to come on me.
It's all worth
Yeah,
it.
gravity is going to work in your favour in this instance. But
Oh,
watch
yes.
out for Wayfarer, because he looks a bit backed up with his pipes and plumbing.
That's okay. Let's just let it all loose all
Jesus,
over my
he's going to be
face.
like a fucking fire hose when he lets go.
I feel like Vex should be in the middle.
The
I mean,
oldest
like-
gamer. The oldest
Anything
gamer
you-
is
yeah.
like
Right,
collateral.
tell you
Yeah.
what, I'm sorry, gamer. There you go.
Oh, there we go.
You're
I
in the
think
middle now.
this is unfair treatment now. In all honesty, I don't like this.
Well,
I
we
sh-
could do a bit of bukkake now.
I guess that's true. Now you don't have to aim over each other. There you go.
Oh, I hate
That's
that in
the
those
best
kind of movies where people are reaching over each other, and then you get the clashing of swords from time to time. I would hate to do that.
How is everyone today?
I'm alive.
Very good. We
I'm
were actually
alright.
describing Red Dead Redemption 2 earlier, which you and I
Oh.
chatted about. I blame you for hooking me on it.
You're
Yeah.
most welcome.
Jay says you're destroying the symmetry, Vex.
Yeah,
Oh.
you know what? He's right. He's right. I'm not even going to try and refute that point. I'm also a woman now in here, which is just cancer to society on
Well, I'm a
multiple
cat.
levels.
With a little hat. And no one commented on my cute little hat. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, and I'm an alien from the Star Trek original series closing credits.
Yeah.
Hold on. I don't have my roast beef sandwich avatar.
Oh no, no,
thank
no,
God.
no. Can you make it ham or bacon?
Okay, hold on. How this?
No.
Have you seen a growler, Brian?
Oh, here we go with the labia again.
Oh no.
No, it's a beef sub.
Oh, stick with that. Stick with that Avatar, Vex, because you look quite gorgeous like that. All
Oh, I-
How was
natural.
Las Vegas? Were you out there for the whole week?
No, just for 2 days. Just for 2
Oh,
days.
okay.
And thank you.
Did you go out to play the sluts? I mean slots.
I went to play the sluts.
Ah.
There you go.
Did
Had
see a
quite
video
good
of you
time.
throwing some shapes. Was that at the airport?
Throwing some. Oh, the face-off dance. Yes, that
Yes.
was at the airport.
Fantastic.
The cannolis came and picked me up. There you go.
Nice.
Hold on. Okay, let's. How do I change my photo after I'm in a stream?
You click your photo. It says
Oh,
edit.
there. Oh, I click myself on the
there you go.
stream. Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah, you have to play. You have to rub yourself, and then you can.
Oh,
ooh.
really?
Leave the
Thought I was gonna
gun.
be.
The thing is, we need 2 more people now, so we've got that symmetry bike.
Leave the gun. Take the cannoli.
Okay.
That was
Oh.
I believe.
There you go. It's a ham and bacon sandwich.
There we go. That looks quite
Oh,
tasty.
nice.
Bit cheesy.
Mm.
Oh,
Your edges look a bit crusty, though.
hey,
Yeah.
Trev.
Extra crunch. There you go.
Yes, Tater. What's the matter?
When it comes out, I may have something funny for you in the future. When it comes,
Whoa.
Vex, is that mayonnaise?
Oh.
Sure, what do you think of that?
What?
When what comes out?
there's a lawyer in America, okay,
Right.
and you know the stenographers.
Yeah.
So she's working with a couple of stenographers and a couple of judges, right? And she's putting a book together of all the weirdest stuff that people have said in court.
Okay.
Okay.
And it like some of the stuff that she said is absolutely hilarious. Like one guy basically admitted to killing like 12 people while
Hot.
there for a parking ticket.
As you do.
Oh, lovely.
I couldn't have been there. I was murdering somebody. Is that basically?
Yeah, pretty much.
I mean, oh, there you go.
Just to switch gears a little bit, Minimum's got a bit of a warning for you, gamer. It says Vex is going to golden shower on Gamer's head. Watch out. I'll tell you something, to say we were going out on a tangent tonight, we've sunk, haven't we, down to a very random and quite edgy tangent tonight. Very rude in places, but sort of like fun rude, like adult fun rude.
Yeah.
If you know what I mean.
They're kind of random all night.
Cartoon
So-
Man says
Kinda
it's
like
like watching
Benny
the
Hill.
Brady Bunch.
Yeah.
So I
There
can
you
make, I can kill the stream again in one
Well,
word.
you know, that's what we come to love an expectator. That's why you're here.
Oh, I can
Okay.
kill it. I can tell one of my jokes.
Oh, go on then.
Oh,
I thought
You-
that
you-
my sorry.
Go on, you go.
Okay. Growing up, I always thought that my street was very quiet. None ever happens on it. And then I looked up on the news because, just remembering some stuff. And then I realized there was an African ritual murder 6 doors up from my house.
Oh, God.
Yes, you do.
Oh.
that sounds lovely. Did it smell good? Because I'm assuming if they're black, they were cooking people.
No, they didn't. Actually, no, they didn't cook what they...
Sorry, YouTube.
I
It's
can actually
Friday.
tell you what happened if you want.
Do you know, Vex, you are how I was on Brown Street.
Yeah.
Brown Stream, that sounds like...
Yeah.
Like,
It's all very vegan.
yeah.
I'm just
Brown
thinking, Tater, can you just say a word for me?
Oh, God, no.
I
Wow.
want you to say third, please.
Third.
That's a
No,
funny
say it
Irish
properly. Say
pronunciation.
it properly in Irish.
Upper third.
Go on.
Oh, you want me to say it? Hold on.
In Irish. Go on.
Hold on. I have to find because I'm not a Gaelic.
It doesn't
word,
mean
so I have
Gaelic.
to
It just means for you to say turd. Just say turd, for God's sake.
No, you asked me to say it in Irish.
It's a turd.
Oh,
God.
Gaelic
Oh,
dictionary.
there's always one.
Oh,
This is why we love you, Tater.
Hold on. Don't Americanize it. Just say it.
That'd be good. An Irishman announcing Naked Gun 33 and a third. That'd be good.
Oh, there you
dirty
go.
tree and a turd.
33 and a turd.
Face. There you
Sorry,
go.
sorry, Tater. I will send you a bag of co-op taters as compensation. That should be reparations enough.
Right. Do you want to hear my bad jokes that'll kill the
Go
stream?
on, then. Go on.
Always.
Yes,
Right.
go ahead.
I got a hand job off a deaf girl the other day. Technically, I suppose that's all.
Oh, fucking hell.
But
I said-
Oh, any more
What?
for
Wait a
any
minute,
more
wait a minute.
while we're
I
at
missed
it?
that. You said
Yes.
you got a hand job?
I got a
from
hand job off a
deaf
deaf
girl?
girl the other day. Technically, that counts as oral.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
I have a serious question though.
Hmm.
What does a deaf girl having an orgasm sound like?
I don't know.
Oh, God.
I've
That's
been
Google search,
from
I
a
think.
blind Olympic swimmer's Instagram because she said to me, she said not to me but to people, it's like, ask any question and I will answer it.
Oh,
right?
you.
Oh,
That's,
no.
that's such a bad idea. Never ask the internet to do something.
Yeah,
No.
but she was
Never goes
talking about Olympics and swimming, and I simply asked a logical question, right?
Hmm.
But I also gave an answer, and she didn't like it. The thing is, I asked is, how do blind people know that they're done wiping? And I stated the taste.
Oh, gee.
Oh, Christ.
Blind people know they're
Trev, you
done
weren't expecting any
wiping?
of this evening.
Yeah,
I am just going with the flow. I'm just
Yeah.
enjoying it for what it is. It's a shit show, but hey,
I think-
what do people expect?
I think
Wait,
everyone
wait for
knows
it.
they're done by
they
just
can't see.
feeling. Well, I don't see my ass either when I'm wiping.
To be fair, it also depends what you were doing with your ass earlier that day. So
Oh, God.
Yeah.
How did we get here?
Well, he is
BJ.
talking about wiping after taking a crap.
Wouldn't it be a case of if you were blind and and you wanted to know if you were done, wouldn't you technically give yourself a little chalk dip just to see if there's any Nutella there? Like you could feel it, rub it around on your finger end a little bit, maybe.
to
But
be
what
honest,
if
this is opening a door of questions now for me, because how does then a blind chick know where she's at, like how heavy her flow is?
Do you mean
There's so many.
that was opening a back door?
Can't you feel it?
No, you don't usually. You see it.
The taste.
Like,
Oh, God. Oh, dear.
where?
I guess
Well,
you can smell it.
Franco summed this stream up perfectly. For fuck's
Yeah.
sake. I agree, Franco. Oh dear.
Oh,
I feel like I'm a passenger on my own bus.
I'm going to state a genuine fact from Argentina, and then one of the comments underneath it, and I promise I'm bringing you all to hell with me. Okay?
Mhm.
In Argentina, they allowed a girl with Down syndrome to be the first lawyer with Down syndrome, and someone commented underneath it, when you're sitting in jail, someone turns around, "Hey, how did you get the death sentence for a parking ticket, my lawyer?"
I like how
I'm
lawyer
Catholic
and
Irishman should
liar
not to know
sound
that.
very similar.
When have an Irish accent, they're the same thing.
Yeah.
Right, fine. One more joke that will just send.
It's been one more joke. I haven't had one yet. Fuck's sake.
Let Brian
Okay,
go. I want to hear
you
Brian.
can, well, okay, you can all go to hell with me then. This lovely Jewish girl asked me for my number, and I said, "You can, but we prefer to use names these days."
Oh, fuck. Well, this has been Trev Retro, the channel, which was closed down on this date in 2025.
Oh no, I have a worse one.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Can we talk Ander?
No.
No. It's not.
No. No.
Oh,
I
You know what,
apologize to the
Bart?
chat.
oh,
If you take that girl on a date, I have got a lovely idea for a Schindler's List themed restaurant. There you go. Open ovens next to every table. There you go.
oh, fucking
Quick
hell.
train ride. Yeah.
We've gone from stream killer to channel fucking killer, full stop.
I didn't tell my bad
Trev's got a
joke.
letter
I
in
did
his
not tell my
email.
bad joke. Hold on. Will I put it in the private chat? And
Oh.
see.
I see visions of Mr. Brown saying, "I told you so."
Okay. Hold on.
Do you know, I'm really regretting banning those loony Marxists from earlier.
The whole whack-a-mole. Yeah,
Yeah.
we stuck with that.
Be nice to have them back. Maybe unban them a little bit.
Yeah, you
so
know
we can
what?
ban them again.
Well,
Oh dear. You can tell things are going a certain way
Guys, read the
when
private chat.
Jay Goodwin says, "Does the entire stream count as a joke?"
I apologize.
And he's considering taking his light back.
Oh.
And that's
Oh.
man. And he's
Don't
going
do that.
to
YouTube will punish me. Oh,
what did
there's
we-
a good one. Menominum says Vex channeling Kanye there.
I don't blow my cousin for fun, so definitely not.
My cousin tried to get me to blow him once, but no, it didn't end well for him.
You should have done it. You could have become a modern day rapper. Be a millionaire.
No. I've got a very poor gag reflex.
That's okay. Some guys like that. There you
I
go.
have a question for you as a girl.
Sword has a great point. We actually mentioned this way at the beginning of the stream.
We
About the
did.
Predator trailer, and
Listen
we
to
went
it.
off on a
And they get
tangent.
distracted,
Goopity poop.
If I knew I wasn't going to get a copyright strike, I would potentially consider downloading the trailer.
Are you
And
monetized,
just-
Trev?
Not yet, no.
You won't get a
Wait,
copyright strike
You
then.
will.
Oh, I do quite a lot.
Oh,
You do.
Yeah.
all
you do.
right. Never mind then.
But Vex.
Yes.
Oh, I forget what I was going to say. I had. I remember. Hold on. I remember.
Oh,
He's
Jesus.
a little
remember.
shy, you know.
Vex.
Go ahead.
As a,
Go ahead.
Okay, as a girl, you know this must have happened. Do you think a ventriloquist?
Yes.
Do you think he was ever going to go down on a girl and made it talk?
Honestly, I would be mighty impressed if a ventriloquist to do that. I'm actually curious now. Maybe I should cheat on my husband. Is anyone a ventriloquist?
All right.
I don't
true
know.
Story.
I've got a good Gotler gear if you want to give it a go.
Right. True story. And I know this because I've spoken to Jan Ravens if you've ever heard the name. She works on Spitting Image when it was on in the 90s. And she told this lovely story of the fact she went to a gynecology appointment and she was having a little banter with the doctor. And he said, so when you're on Spitting Image, how do you control the puppets? And she literally just went, you do very well.
Ooh.
I'll leave the rest up to your imagination. But that is a true story. She was a lovely person.
I'd be a very bad cop or a doctor. Like, if I was
How did you mix those up?
No. I'm talking about both because I mean, like, if I was a cop, it's like at a road traffic accident. It's like, did my family survive? Just walk up to the Americans, the way they have like the mother, father, and all the children stickers, just peel two off and go, here, you don't need these anymore.
For fuck's sake. Oh, God. Welcome to Car Crash, the stream.
or as the guy in the gynecology thing, just bend it down and go, okay, open wide.
Hello, Hale Feltz 5 in the chat. Thank you for joining us. I do apologise about what's happened on the stream tonight. But, to say we were just going off on a tangent, folk knows where Tater's taking us because I ain't a clue.
We started off talking about the Predator trailer and we ended up at peeling stickers off the back of cars.
Yeah, because we were doing the whack-a-mole stuff and we forgot what we were talking about.
Yeah, Tater, that's not a tongue depressor.
Emperor Goodwin says I'd be a very bad cop or a doctor or any profession now that I think of it. Potato Rev in 2025. Oh, brilliant. That is fantastic. That is the line of the stream right there. We're going to get that on a t-shirt, Tater. What size are you?
Or a doctor or anything.
Yeah, I'm
I'd
past
be
the
a
point
very
that I
bad
can't
cop or a doctor or any profession now that I think of it. That is like that blooper from the Thundercats when he goes, I knew the territory. What the fuck am I even saying?
You know what I think would be hilarious though?
You're on the short video for this, so you fucking gold. You're absolute gold with that one, mate. Oh, fucking hell.
I can't be sincere about much of anything
I think
anymore.
Oh,
would be
God.
fucking amazing would be a couple of us hanging out in VR. Like, that would be absolutely hilarious.
I'm going to rape all of you if we're hanging out in VR.
Oh,
just
God,
so
it gets worse.
Great. Sorry,
John
great.
Wick. I'm just saying.
Oh, God.
The stream end quickly.
I'm going to pick all of you up and I'm going to tell you all to just let it happen and to enjoy the ride.
Right back and think of England. I'm Irish. Exactly.
What in Sea of Thieves?
Or in
just
Roblox.
like you have to say in Minecraft for whenever you use the K word, for the R word, you have to use Sea of Thieves to.
No. I've been trying to get Gamer to stand on a bloody volcano since they updated him.
Fucking what the fuck are you talking about?
They've added volcanoes to Sea of Thieves, which now have moving lava, and when they erupt, it makes the water around them boil. So you can't walk through it without hurt. So we're trying to actually get, but every time we've gone there, we've missed out on the island, or Gamer hasn't been with us. It's not
That's
fair.
one high colonic.
Or when he is there, he drives and he doesn't really get off the ship, do you?
The Commodore doesn't leave the ship. I also protect it when there's danger, so I haven't lost the ship yet.
That's quite true. Yeah.
Yeah, get off the bloody ship and stand on the volcano.
Sword in the Storm, such a wholesome stream. I agree.
It feels like
Agreed,
it,
yeah.
It's a meal in itself, this channel.
Export the ham.
Oh, fucking hell.
Tato could be
Goodwin
a tour
says-
guide for volcanoes.
Emperor Goodwin says that's an interesting kink, Potato.
Oh no, I can tell you something worse. I've actually
No,
said
you're
this.
No.
Do you know, you remind me of a line out of Tron. You know, where the MCP says, "Stop, please, I'm afraid." That's where I am right now.
You're doing, Dave.
I'm
Gamer,
sorry.
I know
I
that you're
can't
into
do that,
anime.
Dave.
Have you seen Dragon Ball Abridged?
Dragon
No.
Ball, is that a porno?
No, it's a very popular
I'd
anime.
be dragging me balls across the bridge.
But Gamer, have you seen Dragon Ball Abridged?
No.
Dragon Waller Bridge.
I'm going to link it to you. You have to. You'll crack
Okay.
up. But there's a scene where Gohan was meeting early on, where Gohan met Vegeta, right?
Vegeta.
And he says, "I need an adult." And Goku says, "I am an adult." No, you're not.
You said Vegeta.
I like that term.
I need
My
an adult.
sweet
I need an adult.
Vegeta.
You're an adult.
My sweet Vegeta.
It takes some licking. It's the Vegeta.
This stream is sponsored by Potnacker.
Oh, that reminds me. I found the list of all
Holy
the
shit.
available flavors.
Oh,
If you just talk amongst yourselves just for a moment, I'm going to find the flavor list of the entire Potnacker range.
Nice.
I'd legitimately like to thank Trev and guys. Like, I'm after going up by over 12 subscribers.
Cream
Wow.
of curry.
Seriously, thank you.
Awesomeness.
I'm
Yeah.
one of them.
Yeah, I do appreciate it. And next week, I promise, you'll have no sense of decorum.
I don't now.
Yes, but when we run into a Megan, you discover that they're more violent than usual, and we are like,
Is this game available on Steam?
the game. So, excuse me. You're on the PC, right?
I'm on Linux.
Oh, you poor bastard.
No, I'm not. It's choice, personal choice.
Xbox
the
has
games on
actually
Linux,
just
is it?
a load of their games onto. Yes, actually, Sea of Thieves is available on Steam.
Yeah, but you also need to set up an Xbox account because it is run through Xbox. So you
Yep.
just need to set up a quick Xbox.
A
account for
Microsoft
free.
account's fine.
Well, I have
Microsoft
one
account.
from
Yeah.
back in the
Yeah.
day. I used to use Windows, so
Yeah, if you have a Microsoft account, you can link that. That's fine.
Yeah.
Should I do the flavor list with the echo?
oh yeah,
Or is that
Sure.
right?
cream of curry.
Oh, that's not what I pressed before. Let me press this. Are we ready?
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, the 2025 Potnacker flavors. Selby Grill Steak. Nasty Nut Crack.
Ooh.
Gusset Mist. Or Tokyo Gusset Mist. Nut Curry. Biker Bollock Bolognese. Bombay Bum Sweat. And Eggy Cleft.
I really
Bombay.
like Gusset Mist. That's calling to me right now.
Yeah. Or you can have Tokyo Gusset Mist if you fancy a bit of an Asian persuasion.
Which one's the spiciest?
Clagnut Curry, I think.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Yeah.
Don't
Or
forget-
actually, Bombay Bum Sweat. I think that's the
Yeah,
hottest
that-
out of the range.
Oh, there you
Yeah,
go.
I think
Yeah.
that. Yeah,
And don't forget, all of the Potnackers do come with meat. The Potnacker Deluxe come with named meat.
Yeah. Not mystery meat.
Oh, nice.
When was the last time anybody had mystery meat?
What was the name
missed
of
it.
that?
Those lasagna, probably.
What was that way, Fair?
what was the name of that sheep?
Barbara. She was a little bit
Maybe
worried.
was great.
Was that the special stuff from the League of Gentlemen, Trev? Mr.
Oh, yeah. Go on, try it. You know you want to
Right.
try it, don't you?
Someone come up with a nice promotional idea. You can serve it with Nagasaki sauce. Nice.
Yeah, I'll stick that up on the screen just for a laugh there.
Did you know
Nagasaki
one man-
sauce. Oh, this one, just 1 second, Tater. Ho Chi Minh Gobbler.
That's
Oh,
one
man,
of the small
that's
ones.
brilliant.
Oh,
Oh,
Ho
dear.
Chi Minh Gobbler.
Yeah.
Did you know that one guy survived Hiroshima and then went to Nagasaki and survived that?
Fucking hell.
Yes.
I bet he glows like he's had ready for breakfast.
Could
Was
you
it the
imagine
pilot?
him lying in the bed and no, he wasn't the pilot. He was like I think it was Japanese Imperial Home
Yeah,
Guard.
resident.
Yeah, he was on the
Yeah.
ground.
Yeah, he was
You
a
were-
doctor.
You remind me of that list where fuck is used in famous statements. You know, final statements of famous people back in time. Containing the word fuck. And the mayor of Hiroshima's last words were, "What the fuck was that bang?" Glenn
Oh,
Miller's is
yeah.
best. I love the one from Glenn Miller.
Hmm.
It's all right, lads. They're only fucking Spitfires. Whatever happened to Glenn Miller?
Presume he died.
Na, 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 da. Oh, I'm
Is he
sorry.
the one who did In the Mood?
Supreme
I was
Killer.
trying to do background.
Oh, that was Jive Bunny.
Well, he covered it. The Glenn Miller band, "In the Mood," was one of their popular tunes, but they didn't come
They
up
did.
with
Yeah,
it.
I know it was a cover of an earlier tune.
Yeah.
I'm going to do a pricey flex now. Would anybody like a pricey flex?
Okay.
I once worked at a radio station where one of the people from Jive Bunny's daughter was a newsreader.
No.
Yeah. There we
Wow.
go. Because
Interesting.
that Jive Bunny were from Rotherham, or still
Could you
are.
even?
So you know Jive Bunny by proxy.
Yes.
Excellent.
Is there
There we go.
one Jive Bunny or more?
I
than
don't
one?
know. Do you know they actually lost all the money? They made no money on those songs. You know, by the time they paid all the royalties for the samples, they were in debt.
That's wild.
There is, oh God, who was it was talking about it? But they said that if you make a song that's use samples, there is an actual limit on how much you're actually allowed to earn. And after that,
Yes.
everything goes to the people who have the original. And it's something stupid like £500.
It's
for the whole pack.
you're quoting the KLF. I don't know, it's Jimmy Corty or the other one.
That's it. Yeah.
But it's the KLF who said never make a song that samples somebody else's music because
Yeah.
you lose 50% of your royalties straight away.
And didn't
Well,
And-
yeah. And now that's
KLF
coming over to YouTube.
yeah.
People are
Yeah.
just owning
And
every
TikTok.
sound they can.
Yeah, and KLF, if I remember, actually they released a novelty song and got so pissed off they bought all of the copies, put them on a beach, and set fire to them because it earned them more money.
It wasn't
Wow.
the Time Lords, was it? Doctor in the TARDIS.
Doctor in the TARDIS. No, it was another one of their novelty songs because they wrote a book about it as well.
Who sounds like a gorilla on a vinegar
No.
stroke?
That was the song. Doctor in the TARDIS. Well, bang.
I don't think it quite went like that.
No,
Because if you think about it, they'd actually they kind of covered another song, the Glitter Band, didn't they?
I can't remember. It's a bit before my time.
Oh
It was
I thought
like
you were born in like 1932.
no! You must be a young shaver, Tater.
How old do you think I am?
I don't know. Have you got hairs around it yet?
Just give a guess. How old do you think I am?
33.
No, I'm 36.
Well, that's not far off.
Not far off.
I'd tell you how old I am, but everybody knows how old I am.
In dog years, you're dead.
724.
I'm over 50.
Wow.
Stone.
Manem put Star Trek in whoever did that was the Firm.
Firm. They were from Northern Ireland. Were they from Belfast?
Star trekking across the universe.
Oh God, I hate that song.
Oh,
with
God.
passion.
It
When
was
it
good.
first
I love
came
that
out, the
song.
first time I heard that, I was in fits. You know the where it comes on to Dr. McCoy's part because the
worse
guy
than that,
actually
he's dead,
sounds like Dr. McCoy
DeForest
sounds
Kelly,
like
yeah.
DeForest Kelly, doesn't he? It's worse than that. He's dead, Jim. And that is the best song, best part of that song.
It does go a little bit nuts, and it was overplayed at the time. but-
Yeah, I equate it though. When you look at it in the grand scheme of things, as Star Trek, that is like 2005 Star Trek is Star Trekking.
So, I haven't watched Strange New Worlds at all.
No, I watched about 4 or 5 episodes, and then when season 2 came out, that everybody was going on about the musical episode they did in season 2, and then I thought, well, this fucker's jumped the shark royally.
That musical episode was
Yeah.
actually a charity event.
Right. I don't know.
just
Anson
didn't
Mount's
tell
not
anyone.
exactly done himself any favours online because he's been quite vocal, hasn't he, politically?
Well,
And I think that's a bad move.
I'm not going to get political. I'm just saying the
Oh,
problem.
I know. I didn't say that.
Yeah. No. I'm just giving you a heads up. I'm not. The problem is the company who makes Star Trek, Bad Robot, at the moment, are not hiring, like people from left, people from the right, the best people for the job. They're hiring activists.
They're hiring the cheapest people.
Yeah.
The best way to make money is you hire the cheap people, and unfortunately, the cheap people are the ones who are not very good.
You
I
get
mean,
what you pay for.
You get what you pay for.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But they've also, thanks to Lower Decks, relegated themselves to a weird alternate universe because Discovery
Glitterband. Sorry.
Discovery is in the same universe as Strange New Worlds. They're connected. Lower Decks time traveled into Strange New Worlds.
They did,
right?
and
They did,
they were played by Jack. Fucking hell, what's his last name? Quaid.
Yes,
The people who did the voices.
Quaid.
for the
but that
cartoon.
means they're in the same universe. Those three shows. Now, at the end of Lower Decks, they blew something up and they ripped open a hole into multiverses. So their federation are now going into all different multiverses to explore the all different federations. Hey, I'm
Too
just saying-
derivative. There's no originality.
Yeah.
No, that's where they found the Discovery Klingons going through the multiverse. So Discovery's in a different universe to the Star Trek universe.
Yeah,
Is that why they look like a fucking Ginster's Cornish pasty?
So do you want the in-universe reason or the real reason?
Go for both, and we'll just pick the one that's best.
There is no best.
All right,
That's
fair play.
true. There is only 4 lights.
So basically, the real reason is Alex Kurtzman stated that canon is a ball
Kuntzman.
that. Yeah, him.
Yeah.
But I know you hate that word, so I didn't use it.
No, I didn't use a wrong word there. I said a name in context.
Yeah. So Alex Kurtzman said that canon is a ball and chain that holds you back from the creative process.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Right. He also that's why he put the show in the year 3000, which is fucking ridiculous.
In the year
Not much has changed, but we live underwater.
3000.
And I met your great 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 granddaughter, and she's called Tim.
You busted.
So
Vex says it so eloquently. I could listen to Theta describe anything because he sounds like a drunk mushroom.
Yeah, I'd love to have fireside stories with Tater.
Oh, excellent.
Oh, you're the star of the show tonight, mate. When Eminem says, please kick anybody talking about Discovery, well, I think we're going to have to make that a thing because there is, in my universe of Star Trekism, there is no Discovery. There's no Kelvin timeline.
Right.
Yeah, never seen it.
There's no red
So-
goo.
Not missing
or
anything.
whatever the hell it's
the
called.
Kelvin
Red matter.
timeline, you
Yeah.
have to admit, like, they went too big too fast. Each of the movies didn't give us time to breathe or know the characters, right? Everything was a bigger universe ending. We had Khan. They did not earn that in movie
Fucking
two.
hell.
Yeah.
No.
Benedict Cucumber Patch playing fucking Khan. Come on. That is Fonzie jumping the
You
shark.
need Ricardo Montalban.
Yes.
Pick him up
The
first.
character's
Preferably,
name.
do you know what would have been brilliant? If he'd have had, like, Tattoo with him on
Yeah.
City Alpha 5.
Mas, the photon torpedoes, they are fucked.
But
One
what
of the-
sorry.
I was going to say one of the best bits about Star Trek, the Wrath of Khan, is the
Two.
fact that if you actually watch it, Kirk and Khan never actually meet.
No.
They're stuck on
No.
separate spaceships, and because of the layout of the spaceships, Khan is always looking downwards, and Kirk is always looking upwards. So it's like there's sort of like this just massive gap between them, and it's really
Well, they were redressed sets, weren't they? It was
Yeah.
the Enterprise set, and obviously they filmed them at different times,
yeah.
and
it's-
they just filled in the blanks. But the thing is, the
It works
continuity
so much
is
better.
fucking excellent.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so fun fact, the hallways that they're walking through where they're constantly stepping over the pipes and that of the Enterprise. Like when they when they were
That's Star
walking
Trek 5 you're talking about there.
Yes. But that set, that is actually the same set as TNG. They just put in a couple of extra bits.
Yeah, the engineering section in Star Trek 6, that
Yeah.
was all the TNG sets,
Yep.
apart from the bridge set.
And in DS9, that admiral who was using a Intrepid class to save money, they used the scenes from Voyager, and they literally used they added one or two things to the Voyager set.
Yeah,
And
it was
then they stuck
Admiral
him-
Ross, wasn't it? If I remember
Yeah.
right.
They stuck him on it.
Hey, I'm just thinking, does anybody watch Certifiably In-Game?
No.
Wait,
Never
what?
heard of it.
Yes, I do.
Because he does some really good, he does all these,
Actually, he's done some ship breakdowns. where he's
yeah,
talking about the
and I quite
plus
like them.
points and in-universe stuff about each ship. It's quite impressive.
And,
He's one
and he
about
does
the
all the
Oberst
Star
class.
Trek Online stuff, and he does all
Yeah.
the Apocrypha and all that. Is it Captain Rick?
I haven't played Star Trek
can't
Online
remember.
in years. Jesus.
Yeah, I'm
I
thinking
started
about
online for
giving
about
it a
10
go.
minutes and got bored.
Don't they made Will Wheaton the Terran Emperor?
Oh,
really?
that is shut up, Wesley.
Yeah, you say that to him on social media and he'll block you.
Oh, wow.
Well, it's
That
almost
can
an
only be a
invite.
good thing.
Fucking knob end.
He is a fucking knob end, isn't he? He's the kind of dude, even other nerds don't like him.
Will Wheaton is actually an Anglophobe. He actually hates anyone English.
Really?
Or anyone British, I should say. Yeah.
Why?
I don't know. He's just well known as being an Anglophobe.
With the last name like Wheaton.
I know.
Must make it tough acting with Patrick Stewart then.
Yeah,
Yes, it was.
maybe that's it.
Maybe it's Patrick Stewart's fault.
Yeah,
An English accent triggers the guy. Maybe that's what the problem is.
So the fun thing about Patrick Stewart, they said that during season 1 of because I watched a lot of behind the scenes stuff. They said during season 1, Patrick Stewart was very rigid, right? And he's like, I am here and I am having enough of your buffoonery,
Yeah.
right? Season 3, Patrick Stewart was pulling pranks because they said in season 1, Patrick Stewart was literally pulled out of the Royal Shakespeare Company.
3 minutes ago, just to add here, because Moggs put it on. 3 minutes ago, we had the B-sides notification go out. 1,000 subscribers, live riffs and comments. And it's the 1K subscriber super stream, which is B-sides episode number 85 tonight. So I'm looking forward to that one.
Yeah.
Love B-sides.
Mm-hmm.
It's my third favourite YouTube channel.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
And of course,
So,
your first favourite is this one. Yeah.
It's not.
Well,
No,
screw you then.
my own channel is not in my list of favourites yet. You'd be very surprised at what I'm actually, my favourite channel at the moment is the Highlander channel.
I was going to say, Sasha Grey got a channel on YouTube. That
Who?
She actually
Never
is a
mind.
streamer now, though, to be fair.
Yeah, I know
so,
she-
Yeah.
Sasha
hold on.
Grey, is she a porn actress?
She
No,
is
no,
a
she's a
porn
streamer.
actress.
No.
Oh.
Was a porn actress. Sorry. Sorry, I believe. Well, you know what? She made the transition to legitimate acting. So
Yes. Well,
Everyone
she
has
was,
a hobby.
was she in? Was it a Rob Zombie movie she did? I can't remember.
Steven
now.
Soderbergh.
That's it. Yeah.
Well, I have to admit, those kind of, how can I put it? Those adult fun movies, I only like Disco Bush.
Oh, okay, yeah. She's a bald eagle down there. Then I'm sorry.
Well, I'm saying I like stuff from 1980 and before 1980.
The stuff with the slap bass jazz in the background.
Do you know something? Right, I did a Shazam on a rum film recently, and I was quite curious to see if Shazam could come up with anything, and it told me exactly what the song was, and it's a guy called Herbie Mann, Bird in a Silver Cage.
Oh yeah.
And you want to hear that? It's like dun 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 dun. It's proper, yeah.
Do
To
any
see-
of
To see Billy D doing Suzanne French to that music is just, he wants to try something, and it goes backdoor action.
Do any of you guys from over my side of the way, do any of you remember back when Paramount Comedy, I'm talking back when we all hadn't when Nickelodeon had turned into Paramount Comedy and Comedy Central, right?
Paramount Comedy was good.
Yes.
Yeah.
Do you remember badly dubbed porn?
Yeah. Great. I love that show.
That was fucking hilarious.
Telling me. That was on par with Ferdinand de Bargos. Does anybody remember that?
I know the name. I remember the name. Ferdinand de Bargos.
It was really dubbed things, black and white Pathé reels and all that malarkey, and it was just absolutely sublime. Menomino says Trev would be more into Natalie Mars than Sasha. Google to confirm. I'm gonna do. I'm going to
Yeah,
do.
but in that case, it'd probably be more into Gianna Michaels then.
Well,
You're saying all these names. The last person I unfortunately saw, like one of these influencers, was when my daughter was watching somebody called Wenji, and she was fucking annoying.
Ooh.
most people who call themselves influencers are.
Oh God! And she used to watch a girl called Cookie Swirl C, and I'm not joking. She is fucking nuts.
If you
Most
want
influencers
someone to watch, right? I'm telling you, and you want to make yourself feel better about your life, go on to TikTok and watch.
No, I
Yeah.
refuse.
No.
To make my life better, I listen to one of your quotes, Tater.
Wow, my CT's quotes.
In fact, you ought to just fucking riff for 5 minutes. You would be a font of knowledge and a wealth of just fantastic things, I think.
Quotable
Dude,
quotes.
get me pissed off about something and I'll just rant about it.
Oh, I don't know. What triggers you in particular?
When people don't stand over the open hole of a volcano.
That
No, that's not how it
that's
works
rough.
on CTs. Sorry.
is it. Wanted to be a cop or a doctor?
any career.
What do you think, Vex? You're rather quiet on this one.
Hill Street Blues.
I know nothing about all of these shows and whatnot that you're talking about. That's fine.
No.
Oh,
you're missing
I
out.
was,
Fair
I,
enough.
messed I was messing earlier and I said I would be a terrible cop and a terrible doctor.
It was cop or doctor because you couldn't
Cop
figure
or
out
doctor,
which one you were talking about.
Cartoon
Yeah.
Man 154 says badly dubbed porn and Eurotrash.
Yes.
They were
Yes.
great shows.
Eurotrash was such a bizarre show.
Yeah. Do you want to,
friend.
hey, if you want bizarre on Channel 4, did you ever watch The Divine David?
No.
No.
That was fucked up.
Naked dating on Channel 4.
And it was this dude who was like a tranny, and he was just spouting bollocks, and he got Star Trek sound effects behind him, and it was just weird. And he kept dropping bits of German into his conversation. It was just so bizarre.
What?
Hey,
Some
you're on
BBC
about
stuff.
you're on about porn star crossovers into other shows. Right. Well, thank you, Vex. Thank you for joining us. Didn't know you were on B-sides tonight, but pass on my regards to the whole team over there, please.
Oh, I'm just popping in so that I can go back to playing Oblivion afterwards.
Oh,
How is it?
right.
I was supposed to script today and I played Oblivion instead, so that should tell you
Must be
all
good,
you need to
right.
know. Yeah.
Is it a good game?
It's a very good game.
Good
I highly
game, good
recommend
game,
it.
love.
Does it still have all the old glitches in?
So far, yes,
Oh,
actually.
excellent.
Is that
My-
the one with the fondue set and a cuddly toy?
No,
What?
no, that's the generation game.
Well, I just wanted to know if it was a good game, is all.
Oh dear, it's a Bruce
You just
Forsyth joke.
wanted to
man.
feel included.
You're my
You can
fave.
do that if you want, I guess.
You'd be surprised what I'd like to do to you, love. You and your ham and bacon sandwich. I'm going to do my Sean Bean impression now. One does not simply come all over, Vex.
Gee,
Judging by the way it's going, it probably is that simple. I wouldn't worry too much.
What?
What the fuck are you on about? Oh,
Thank you,
Jesus.
fellas, for
Did you
having
know
me.
that Sean
Bye,
Bean
Vex.
has-
Have a good
Something like-
weekend.
Take care,
Yeah, well,
Vex.
yeah.
Thank you for dropping in. Lovely, as always, to see
My
you
pleasure.
and your sandwich of tasty meat.
I'll get it extra saucy next time.
nice.
Oh, yeah. Can I add some ranch to that, maybe? And she's gone.
And there she is.
And
Sean
then there were
Bean.
6. There's equilibrium restored into the universe. So, what
Sean
pearls
Bean
of
has
wisdom
a,
have you got, Tater? Any other pearls of wisdom for tonight?
Sean Bean has a severe fear of flying, right? While filming Lord of the Rings in full costume, he walked up the mountain every day.
Yes, he did.
This is
didn't he?
true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you know, I think I saw that film once.
What? Which one? Lord of the
Lord
Rings.
of the Rings.
Yeah. But somebody inadvertently got me battered, and I weren't quite sure what was happening. Somebody said, have a brownie. They didn't tell me it had got a very special ingredient in it.
Oregano.
Meth?
Very special kind of oregano from Jamaica.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
Wow.
Not really.
No, probably not.
No.
So
I had
just
a whole
a
bag
heads
of
up-
Monster Munch.
And so
Was
you
that-
felt like you
Yes.
were, you felt like Frodo when he had the ring on.
Pardon? None of the talk here, thank you very much.
No, whenever
Is it a cock
Frodo
ring?
put the ring on, he's
I
in that
don't know where this
state.
is going. Oh, another fucking line for the clips on YouTube.
There's a crisis going on in the chat here.
One does simply not put Frodo's ring on.
You're
Help Desk,
ignoring the chat.
Just a heads up for
You said head.
heads up for the first Descendant.
Yeah.
I got something that's going to fucking break you when you see it.
Rephrase.
Well,
Rephrase.
Are you talking about a horse cock by any chance?
No.
Right. Okay. The First Descendant is another game that we play on stream. We're going to be jumping into it after this. So if you're on Mine and Potatoes YouTube channels, you'll be able to watch.
Yeah.
I have played the game twice now. I still have no idea what I'm doing. I am a low-level, terrible player, and everyone around me is such high levels that basically I run through a level, they just kill everything in one shot, and I just get loads of rewards. I have no clue what's going on.
Yeah, and he's
Great
also
fun.
skipping
That's what you
over
want to do playing a game. is just
the
get
dialogue
rewards.
that's explaining the story. It's
Yeah,
like,
but
what's
I
going
do
on?
that because it puts me in a cutscene, and then you guys are talking. I've no idea what strategies we're trying to come up with, so I just skip all the cutscene. If it's
Strategies,
important,
dude.
So what is this
I'll
thing
come back
called?
to it. It's called the
The
First
First
Descendant.
Descendant.
It's
The
free
first
on Steam.
Descendant or
Yeah.
Ascendant?
Descendant.
It
It's free on
PlayStation.
Steam.
The
So, yeah.
problem is when he's talking about strategies, he's level 22? Dude, I'm level 100. There is no strategy, just boom.
I am mastery level 6, and
Nice.
I think my best character is 22, but my other character is level 10. So doing
Well,
well.
22 is legal.
What?
22's league. Yeah, okay. Just, anyway,
I almost said something that no.
hang on. Shall I just say my 22 is a bunny?
Oh, are you doing the daily logins to get Ultimate Bunny?
Yes, I think I've got. I've got 6 left to do.
Awesome.
That
right,
rabbit's
that whole
dynamite.
conversation.
Do you ever feel like you've sort of stepped out of your body and you're watching yourself in a conversation?
Yes.
So, yeah, I'm confused, but
That
it's
was-
fun. It's a fun
Just,
game. We'll
just
be
to
on
change
that
the
about
subject a
1
little
o'clock
bit,
tonight.
John Wick looks very good in a monster maroon.
It is nice, that whole Enterprise C. look
It is
there.
very cool.
Yep.
Yeah.
Very interesting. I like those kind of pictures. I might have to get one done up. Is it? I'm guessing that's AI, yeah.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, Internet Help Desk and I got a few of these with Doctor Who and everything. and, yeah,
Although I've got to admit, Wayfarer looks very good as Robocock.
he does.
Yeah.
So, Wayfair, if you're a RoboCop, does that mean you no longer got bits?
Well, it's not me.
I mean,
I've got
did they-
my bits.
Like, did you keep him in a little bag on your hip, or do you go and look at him in a glass and just longingly wish for them?
This is just pure fantasy. It never happened to me.
You have to use your imagination.
Here we go.
Kenny.
There's Kenny as a gladiator.
I wonder if he did Dolly when he did Islands in the Stream. I often say when I play that song that if Dolly Parton never fell in a river, she wouldn't drown. She's got flotation devices already built in, hasn't she?
Yeah.
I would hope.
She's got a Mae West.
Apparently, she's got enough silicone in her body to kill a small elephant.
Does she? I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Did you know that when
Or am I thinking of Lola Ferrari? Can you remember her on Eurotrash?
Eurotrash.
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
Didn't she have the world's biggest tits?
she did.
But didn't she die because she had the world's biggest tits?
Oh God, is she the one who was buried in a Y-shaped coffin?
What, because of her tits?
No, no, just no. Hang on.
You're right, Gamer.
Oh, my
Breathe,
God.
breathe, man, breathe.
Oh dear.
Please do explain, Help Desk, because we're all a bit perplexed by that statement.
Right. Okay. When she died, I could have sworn she died in a Y-shaped coffin because of she had an interesting career.
Hold on. I found her Wikipedia.
Why did they keep her
page.
legs apart or something? Is that
Well,
what you're getting at?
she was a porn star.
I don't think she was a wannabe. I think it was all talk.
It's not, potentially.
How could anybody
Okay,
penetrate her with breasts like that? It'd be like trying to shag a bouncy castle.
Hold on. Hold on. On the morning of March 5th, 2000, at the age of 37, Ferrari was found dead of undetermined causes by her
Yeah.
husband at her home
Silicon overdose.
in Gracias, some part of France.
Hmm.
The original autopsy determined that she died of an overdose of antidepressants and tranquilizers. She had been depressed, and her death was ruled as a suicide. Her parents suspected that her husband was involved, right? And the second autopsy was approved 2 years later. The second autopsy found that mechanically induced suffocation could not be ruled out. And her husband was sentenced to 13 years in prison. He was finally cleared of all charges in 2007.
Jesus.
Suffocation? Did you fall asleep upside down or something?
Yeah. Mechanical suffocation. Did a fucking Ford Escort land on her or something?
Bloody hell.
Imagine having tits. I bet it was like, you know, how they say fat guys haven't seen the cock for years. I bet she'd not seen a tuppence for years because of her tits. I bet she had to look in a mirror.
They did her obituary on Eurotrash.
Yeah, they did, didn't they? God.
That Antoine de Carnes, he was a bit of an oddball, wasn't he?
Just a tad.
Yeah.
And then, like the last couple of seasons, he had Jean-Paul Gaultier on with him as well, which just made things worse. But it's like, the thing is, Antoine became a caricature of himself.
Yeah.
He parodied himself on the show. It was weird.
He was also most famous for doing dad dancing as well, the pointy dance, which was just, you know, like a dad dance and just pointing your fingers everywhere.
The Ricketts dance.
Yeah, didn't he wear winkle pickers or something? Those pointy shoes.
Pointy shoes, yeah.
Mm.
Do you remember those two creepy little guys that used to cut about wearing
Jizzwad.
a pair of Y fronts?
Jizzwad.
In that show. What was their name?
Jizzwad? Them two Irish lads, is that what you're on about?
No, they weren't Irish. They were definitely European. So a couple of sordid European types. Do you remember
them? Had a load of really weird extra characters. There was one called Mr. Penguin, which was an old man who wore a penguin outfit and just went to places like swingers clubs.
I bet you Wayfair.
I remember that.
Were on fucking drugs.
Well, no, you guys have far more interesting television than the United States.
Yeah, it's
interesting.
I think this is why I gave up on
ours
it.
was
Like
regulated well
20 years
before
ago.
yours.
Yeah, this just go onto YouTube. You can look up Eurotrash, and it's bizarre. It's fascinating. It's a fascinating insight into sort of like the 90s culture in
but it's not. It's not indicative of the rest of Europe, though. I think it was.
Oh, no, it's not.
It was hyperbole at the max, wasn't it? Really.
So France has a very open sex culture. That's why Eurotrash was popular there.
Thing is, though, Ireland's still very backwards in towards sex and all that kind of stuff.
The fuck we are.
I still believe it's law that women must wear a cardigan during sex.
Listen, there are a load of backward laws. Let's not forget that we've got the tea alarm here. You know, if you don't have a cup of tea when the alarm goes off, it's a £300 fine. Some people say it's barbaric, but you know.
I know,
I can't remember the last time I actually drank a proper cup of tea. Probably about 4 years ago now.
Well, you get in trouble. We keep telling you that.
I drink coffee and green tea. That's about it.
You can find. But you want to, so there's Wayfarer and Gamer, you're going to laugh at this. There's a show over here on Channel 4 called Naked Dating, where the whole thing is dating in reverse. Where at the end of the show, the couples who pick each other based on none but appearance then go on a date.
Cartoon Man says you can get Eurotrash as a box set.
That doesn't surprise me.
And Sword in the Storm says, well, this has been something good tonight, everyone. See you on Monday. Yes, we'll see you for RoboCop. Cartoon Man also says Mr. Penguin was real. No doubt he's dead now. Probably going around all those swingers clubs.
In Britain called, is it Love Island?
We don't talk about that.
No,
basically,
there is no Love Island.
You put some weirdos and you wish that Jigsaw was in charge of it.
Basically, Love Island is a load of people on an island, and then they're like, I think their boyfriends and girlfriends show up. I don't know the point or the outcome of this show.
Sounds like
Oh,
a bunch of people. that-
Eurotrash. I figured that was kind of in the same genre.
No, they're
No?
completely different. No,
No.
Eurotrash is sort of docu-series about weird sex-related things, and Love Island is just cancer. It's
that's good to know.
really
Yeah.
Love Island is like Big Brother, but sunny.
Oh, I think we had
Big house,
something
I
like
think you had
that
over there.
here, like in the early 2000s. They used the title Fantasy Island, but it had nothing to do with the original.
It's like Big Brother,
was
except
just
it's
a-
got chlamydia.
Yeah, that was
Yeah,
basically
Big Brother's
the
got
idea.
chlamydia. There's no except Big
Yeah,
Brother
Big
is
Brother was
chlamydia.
just as bad.
Hello, Potato. I want to play a game.
I think
Daddy?
America had one called Big House. Was it? It was similar to our Big Brother.
I haven't watched TV in over 20 years.
You're not missing much.
Oh my
Yeah,
god, they killed Kenny.
Okay, who got him a
Joe's got
soundboard?
sound mixer. He's having fun.
Who got him a mixer?
Me. Hello, help desk. How are you?
Hello, little boy. Nice to see you again.
I'm all right. Do you remember when we went to see Jim or Fix It?
Yes, you wanted to milk a cow blindfolded, didn't
And
you?
I remember when you went backstage with Gary Glitter.
Oh,
You're naughty, you are.
Do you want to be in my gang, man?
No. Have you got a rally chopper? Or have you got a grifter?
Jesus Christ.
You can't help us now.
Do we
he's
talk about
gone.
anything
He's gone.
legitimate tonight? I'm just wondering.
Oh dear.
Gamer's just
I
banging
still
on.
want to play a game, Tater. It's called Eat Your Fucking Leg Off.
Oh, please fucking do that. I'll probably get an artificial one and be better. Yes.
Get those
Would
robot
you like-
legs.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Would you like me to rub it in like ketchup or mayonnaise?
Oh, you can dip it in any sauce as long as it's Vex approved.
yeah, you don't get gout and robot legs.
Yeah.
I'm about to kill myself.
I mean, it's true.
That's going on a t-shirt. You don't
What?
get out with robot legs.
Franco, what do you mean, you bastards? What? Are you on about us or what? Oh, dear. You know,
So
British
now we got two
television has
t-shirts.
been
We got
shit for a
Taylor's
long
quote and now
time.
the other one, yeah.
We're trying to bridge the
Oh.
gap to B-sides.
Oh,
Dude,
stream gone. Oh,
We're doing a
apparently.
good job.
Yeah.
It's
I
been
do
shit
apologise.
since they cancelled
Um,
Brookside.
There's just under 3 minutes left of the stream because I want to get myself set up ready with a few beverages of choice and get ready for B-sides because it's going to be a banger tonight. It's their 1K celebration. I'm really looking forward to it.
Nice.
No, it should be good.
I'm going to say
sorry I
thank
missed it.
you. I'm going to say thank you to everybody in the chat. It's been
Thank-
all right, including all the fucking weirdos and nutters we attracted from Nottingham. Thank you very much for your participation tonight. And, thank you very much, Tater. Thank you for coming on tonight.
No worries. Thank you for having me.
And I think you should self-medicate a bit more often.
I'll put myself to sleep. I'm not
Oh,
on
dear.
medication.
Wayfarer Project, it's been an absolute blast, and I really appreciate you coming on the stream tonight, mate.
You gotta know when to hold them,
Oh, God.
know when to fold them, know when to walk away,
Know when to
run.
come. Ron Jeremy could do that. He could count down, couldn't he, to his man explosions.
I have a question. I
No,
have a
no,
question
Tater, whoa, just hold on a second. Internet Help Desk, thank you as always for coming on stream tonight, sir.
Hey, this has been fun. Don't forget, me and Tater are going to be streaming at 1 o'clock in the morning UK time on our
Yes.
channels. We're going to be playing some
What, tonight?
tonight.
Yeah.
Well, tomorrow morning.
Oh, going to clash
gonna-
with B-sides. Oh.
Hour and a half. B-side should be well underway by that point. So if
Well,
anyone
when you
wants
have a
to-
6-hour marathon like they have,
Yeah.
That's actually quite good. Well, we'll be over there if you fancy watching some silly people play silly computer games.
I'll have to
Join our
flip and
channel.
flop. Gamer, as always, thank you ever so much for joining me tonight, matey.
Thank you, Trev. I've switched to Doctor Who Wick because I want to find out where the stream went wrong.
Yeah.
I'll tell you.
Are you a
You can take your
gynecologist, sir?
pick tonight. It's been just one fucking car crash after another. It's been like a pile up on the M6. Brian, thank you for coming in at short notice and joining in. I really appreciate that, Brian. Thank you.
Thanks a lot, Trev. Limited time, limited interaction, but thanks also to the panel and, of course, the chat.
Hey, your participation is greatly appreciated. Yeah. Now then, Tater, make it quick because you've got 20 seconds.
Oh, just saying the stream, man. Do you think when someone has a ball plug in and the fire goes...
What, like bird's eye peas?
Yeah, no, when the fire goes...
Oh, God.
What's going on here?
Hang on a minute. Hang on.
What's going on?
Hang on a minute. There we go. That solved that problem. I'm sorry for putting you in the back doors there, Tater, but it had to be done. Sorry, I'm getting a bit confabulated. Thank you ever so much for coming on and joining us tonight. It's been an absolute blast. A lot of a fucking car crash, but hey ho, it goes like that sometimes, doesn't it? Don't forget, on Monday we'll be doing the long-awaited RoboCop on Monday Night Mayhem, hopefully with special guest Ruin Johnson. We're going to try and get him on the channel for Monday. He was originally penned in to come on the first time, but the universe had other ideas for me that night. Thank you for joining us, and don't forget to like and